ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, It's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Welcome everyone to Esports Premier Series presented by Josha, powered by Hell Energy Drink. This is of course the round of 32 playday number 4 of our third qualifier, which will of course lead up to the mega LAN finale in December. I'm the real CCV, joined by Elika for the win. And well, how are you feeling on this fine day?
Well, I'm feeling excited as every day because we get to see new set of teams and facing off each other, which means the competition is getting tougher and tougher as we come down. As we finish round after the other, the competition just grows. And as we saw yesterday, we finished the round of 64, and it was quite interesting. Mostly, I saw one-sided matches, but I'm expecting a little bit more efforts coming in from teams in round of 32, because if they made it to 32, they can make it to the round of 16 as well. So all the best to all the teams who got qualified to round of 32. And I'm also sure that we let's give a quick recap of the format so that audience also has a right to know how we shift the phases and everything. Beginning with phase 1, we have only BO1s. We finished the round of 64 yesterday. We'll be moving with round of 32 today. And we have round of 16 beginning on 16th June, which ends on 18th June. And the phase 2 is going to be best of 3s and best of 5s. We have round of 8 starting on 19th June and ends on 20 June, just 2 days of done. And on the semi-finale, it's going to be a best of 5 from 21st June to 22nd. And the phase 3, the important one, I would say, that's the consolation. We have a BO5 on 23rd June, and of course the grand finale on 24th June. That is also phrased as best of 5.
Yeah, a lot of best of 5s and a lot of best of 3s as well, because of course it is leading up to a large event. So these teams, they need to have as much potential. They need to show their potential, and they need to have as many chances to lead up to that number 1 spot that we've already seen godlike in global take in the first place. But already today as well, we've got a few teams. I'm sure everyone can see in the ticker below some of the teams that are participating today, that whom we'll be watching. But apart from that, these are today's teams. Let's have a quick recap of yesterday's matches as well, because yesterday yesterday brought an end to the round of 64. So let's show the results. Of course, we started off with Lethal Esports Alpha defeating Dan Samaj Party. We'll be seeing Lethal Esports Alpha today as well later on. We then had Team Simple have a whitewash victory against Team Gravity, and yet again we'll be seeing Team Simple today as well. So let's hope both of these teams can continue their winning streaks. And finally, we ended our day with a bit of a close game between Team Miracles and LTR, with which Team Miracles just ended up winning and just ended up taking the win home on the map of Ascent. So Elika, like you mentioned, yesterday's games, they were a bit one-sided, but now that we have today's games and we have better teams, more equally matched teams, I believe it's going to be far more interesting to see what occurs.
Yes, it's going to be even more than interesting as we see that two potential teams fighting off who already have come through round of 64. That means they already bagged a win in their hands. So let's have a quick look at our today's schedule so that we have which teams are going to be repeating from yesterday. I believe that you said Lethal Esports, which we're going to see today again. Okay,
Yep.
then today's schedule looks even more interesting with Lethal Esports. After yesterday's win, I'm pretty sure that they are very confident. I'm pretty sure that they're going to strike each other off. And importantly, it's just not Lethal Esports we have FUFOO Esports as well today. FUFOO Esports, known one of the best teams in the previous qualifier, they played very well. With the forfeit coming in from Samurai, it gave them more chances to grow themselves. And we have TRUERIPPERS Esports and Team Simple. We have two teams repeating from yesterday, that is Lethal and Team Simple. Team Simple, as you said, they whitewashed their opponent team with 13
Gravity,
to
yeah.
nil. Yes, as the schedule pops up, no more suspense. The first match of the day is going to be happening between FUFOO Esports versus Team Valor. And the second, we have D2D Esports versus Lethal Esports Alpha. Also, a little bit of a, fact over there that D2D Esports is actually Team Moon, which were once known as Purpose Esports. They have shaked the qualifier number one, and they have also shaked the qualifier number two, but unfortunately they couldn't make it to the grand finale. But I'm pretty sure this time D2D Esports will be stronger, that is Team Moon and Peppers. And we have the last match of the day, TRUERIPPERS Esports versus Team Simple. As we know, we have three very well known teams today.
Yep.
CCV. We have FUFOO, we have D2D, and we have TRUERIPPER. Three of them are very well known in the community.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like background story as well, and a lot of like deep lore, attached with today's games. Of course, we have FUFOO Esports. Who if I'm not wrong, this was a question I was going to ask you only. I think they finished fourth in the previous qualifier, so they were just
Yeah.
one position away from securing a cash prize for themselves. And of course, unfortunately, because they weren't in the grand finals, they couldn't secure a spot on the LAN. So that's one of the things. But then, in match number 3, we have TRUERIPPERS Esports as well, who I believe were defeated by FUFOO Esports in the previous qualifiers. So
Yes.
they'll be looking to take
Yes.
their revenge, but I don't think we'll be seeing FUFOO Esports versus TRUERIPPERS anytime soon, at least not in the round of 32s and round of 16s, maybe perhaps later on. We of course have Lethal Esports Alpha, who we saw yesterday, and one of my favorite storylines heading into today as well is that the winners of match number 2, which is D2D versus Lethal Esports, will be paired up against the winners of match number 3, which is TRUERIPPERS versus Team Simple, in the next round, which is going to be round of 16. So both of these teams, and all 4 of these teams, they have to be careful, because they'll be looking at their future opponents as well if they end up winning. So a lot of storyline. But before we head into match number 2, we of course will have to head into match number 1 as well, which is going to be FUFOO Esports up against Team VALOR.
Yes. Well, looks like the voices in my head already gave me an information. It happens to be the map of Bind. Oh, what a delight it has been to see my favorite map from the past 3 days. Bind has been that first map of the day, which actually lights my face. Every time I listen to the name, the map of Bind, it lights my face because a lot of flashers, and of course my hashtag. I would never forget it. Hashtag blinded by the Bind. So yeah. Interestingly, I haven't seen many flashers. Did you ever notice the algorithm that Valorant competitive goes on, that for a month you have a meta of different ages, and the meta keeps changing constantly? Despite of the map that we are playing, people and the players are going ahead and they're making changes to the roster. Previously, we didn't see Viper. Even when Viper got buffed, it was not seen that much. But after a while, after a month or so, we see the Viper meta, even in the maps which we least expect it to be. We see it on the Breeze map, which is the biggest map in the Valorant map pool, and we see it in Split. We see it in Bind nowadays, that smokers are being replaced with Viper, and the basic importance of the smokers are getting down. Also, Viper is a controller, but the smokes she has, or she just has one toxic orb, it cannot get the job done. But I'm pretty sure that her other abilities can. So
Yep,
with the
and
same
well,
thing, I feel with the same
no,
thing,
I
I
I
feel
was
like
going to mention the same thing only. Yeah, we'll see which
yeah.
agents will be picked as we'll be heading into the game very, very shortly. I think it is the map of Bind. I think Brimstone finally will get some more presence as well, just like he always does on this map. Unlike other maps where Brimstone is currently at the bottom tier in terms of his pick rate, currently being oversized by Astra and Viper. And well, speaking of Viper, well, looks like you are correct. Viper is going to be picked by both of the teams. As a matter of fact, FUFOO Esports will be bringing Brimstone and Viper. Considering the fact that they are on defense first, it's not that big of a shocker. You want to have a lot of controllers. You want to slow down the pushes, especially through those choke point areas such as hook on B site, B long, and even on A shars. But yeah, no sentinels. That's quite interesting. They have brought out the Sova. The jet
Yep.
race is there as well, and Team Valor.
Yeah.
Well, theirs is more of a standard setup.
Well, I speak of the devil. There we are. The Viper comes in, of course, in no time. I mean, I pretty much expected Viper to be coming down in the map of Bind. Now, it was supposed to be a flashes map, but I guess going on with the changes of meta, it's slowly coming down to a mix and match kind of agent pick. As we come down into the match, we have a Viper, we have Brimstone. Okay, to my surprise, and we absolutely don't have any smoker coming in from Team Valor. Now, this is going to be interesting to be watching because starting off at the attacking side, not having a smoker can quite trouble you sometimes. Having a WLS setup, that's beautiful. You have two intel players, that is Sova and Cypher. Both of them, they play a very good job. And talking about FUFOO Esports defending side, they have a balanced lineup. As you said, no Sentinel. It actually might cause trouble for both of the teams having a no Sentinel pickup, especially for the defender side, of course.
Yep, and with all of that being said and done, we are presuming with our first round, there's the pistol round, there goes the recon board from Bullet, just getting some information. And again, it's a very standard setup. The only thing is, everyone from FUFOO Esports has rotated over to the A bomb side. B is completely empty. This is a big risk that the defenders are taking. However, right now it's paying off. All the duels have gone in their favor. The attackers are down to a little bit of HP, down a little bit of HP with Sova and Jet. Buster trying his best to try and land a wall bang as he pushes deep into the bomb side. Strokey gets the opening kill. Oh, this is big. Even though all of the defenders are on A bomb side, the spike looks like it will be planted any second. You still have Brimstone from FUFOO Esports all the way far back, and he'll be rotating over.
Down
Robert and Loopy try to hold on the side their best of abilities. But
one enemy remaining.
Well, they bite the dust. As only one person remains, and now the rotation pulls through. Two people remaining on the side of Team Valor. Meanwhile, only one for FUFOO.
Well, looks like FUFOO Esports, he might have an advantage to be getting this clutch done, as both of the players of Team Valor are tagged down to very low HP. And of course, I'm pretty sure StingX messed that smoke up. VL, game is absolutely left with 2 HP to his name, and even the smallest peak can be a huge trouble. He smoked himself off, and now he's going in for the defuse, and he's sticking for it. And here he is. He was so close to be getting the job done, but the recon, it's going to make all the difference in the world for Team Valor, getting that 1v2 clutch with barely 2 HP into their hands. That was a beautiful round coming in from Team Valor, and not having any smokers, I don't think that's a problem for Team Valor right now. Well, it's still the first round. We have a long way to go.
So early on, FUFOO Esports, it looks like they read the play of Team Valor quite nicely. At one point in the round I highlighted, no one was on the A bomb side. All 5 attackers and all 5 defenders were looking to have a massive engagement towards the A bomb side. However, then things slowed down. Team Valor, they got a few opening picks, but after that, unfortunately, that push was shut down thanks to the Sova and Jet present on FUFOO Esports. Once they died, it was easy pickings, as right now it's the Jet of Team Valor who has easy left as well. Another simple kill. There goes the owl drone, spots Loopy. And everyone from FUFOO has rotated back. However, because they don't have good kills, this is just going to be a wipe
One
out.
enemy remaining.
One kill, Gobbet he ends up getting, but that's about it. We have the Brimstone. We gotta retire. Engages in a duel, but the game picks its 3rd kill of the round. Excellent fragging from his side, completely wipes down the 2 players toward Showers as Valor pick up their 2nd round.
Yep. Well, that was a quick round for Valor. I would definitely agree with you. And I guess FUFOO Esports, after losing both rounds, they pretty much have to go for a full buy right now. And to my surprise, there's a lot of roster change coming in from FUFOO Esports. Not the exact one which we previously saw. Maybe just the player that's Gobbets, if I believe that he's the only player who has been replaced. I'm quite not sure who he's replacing right now. But FUFOO Esports' entire roster stands the same. Dragoza being the insane fragger from the qualifier number 2. He has made himself a very good name with the recon coming in. I guess it's going to be a very aggressive stand, as we see that there is no option. I don't think there is any kind of entry left for Team Valor to be getting themselves done in the B-bomb side, because the defense looks really strong with 3 defenders standing out on the B-bomb side. StingX and the Cubby, and Garbage is playing the front line. He gets 1, and that's a beautiful trade. StingX managed to get himself a double. What a perfect time to be putting a stim beacon and getting the points even while he feels low HP. That is the first round on board for FUFOO Esports.
So Team Valor, they have a few methods of getting information. You know, of course, you have the main method, the entry by proxy on Sova. You then have the boombot on Raze. You know, even Viper with her snake bites can kind of act as a method of information. However, it feels like they're just rushing into things. They really early on they get map control, like they can get B-long and hookah control, and they don't think anything about it. They just push without any rhyme or reason whatsoever. The first clubs aren't going in their way as well. Right now we can see the game with the Bladestorms is going pushing towards U-Haul. He will be meeting up against the Viper of Team Valor. It feels like the boombot goes out as well. The game trying to get the open kill, but yet again FUFOO Esports are not about this. There's the open kill. Guess what? The game falls down. Buster is there for the refresh. He can try to infiltrate. That's exactly what he does. One kill in the towards showers, and now all of the attackers are trying to push in from A shot. However, they are being denied by two crossfires, Raze and Jet. Raze, yes, again. Dying by the hands of Loopy as the other Raze this time. As Team Valor, they're trying their best to attack. But look at this crossfire being maintained. Finally, Loopy bites the dust, goes 6 feet under. But look at the damage done. Pixel's the only person of Valor is left with 8 HP.
Yeah, well, the HP, it does matter a lot. But I guess previously we saw Team Valor clutching out with absolutely no HP left. But I guess this time it might be happening or might not be. At least he has to get a frag in order, or maybe, try something really different. As Pixel is going to put Toxic Orb over towards the CT, puts down the molly at the right time, which is going to stop Stingings. But I guess he already reached on to the bomb site and he taking Pixels down in no time. That was a beautiful play, distracting the enemy from the teleport, and now that Stingx had finally a lot of time to be coming down out of the bomb site. And that was a beautiful run, another beautiful run for FUFOO Esports, which is going to put Team Valor to eco, if I'm not wrong. Well, the previous round did cost them a lot, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there you go. They're actually going in for a force by what the hell? They're looking, though, with upgraded pistols.
I'm not sure what exactly is happening. In the previous round, the game had his Bladestorm, so I guess that's why he has a lot of money saved up. But perhaps right now as well, you can go for a Sheriff, and then, in the next round, the entire team can go for a full buy. And since you're the Jet, you can play the Operator as well if you want. But then again, it's a good game. If you know he's not good on the Operator, then no worries. So right now, FUFOO Esports are really looking strong. After losing the first 2 rounds, they are retaliating in a nice way already. This Conscious Fury from Gorbit has damaged so many players. Look at Raze and Jet. And in the meanwhile, Sova bites the dust. Buster is trying to take the duel, but on this little HP and with guns not of the correct caliber, unfortunately nothing can happen. The showstopper goes out. I believe that was Buster. And unfortunately, not to its fullest potential, as looks like everyone from Team Valor is here, and only 2 people from FUFOO Esports to hold this push and to not let them take the side control. The Spike is present in hookah as well. None of the defenders have rotated just yet, but Sting and Gorbit looks like they're all good on their own. That's the first kill for Sting. Finally, he has been killed by Buster. At 60, picks up yet another kill. The Viper trick goes out, and before you know it, this 3-3 round from Team Valor may just pay off.
Yep. The most interesting fact over here is that this Toxic Viper result is gonna make a lot of damage to all the players. But Dragoza is already making his way all the way from hookah and grabs himself a triple, and Team Valor, none of them bothered to look back into the hookah. I don't know what exactly they were trying to be doing here, and Dragoza just goes ahead, picks up a triple, and that's 3rd round on both FUFOO Esports, putting Team Valor in a very suffocating position right now. I did not understand what was Team Valor currently trying to do. I mean, of course, the Viper's ultimate, Jet already had the conscious that somebody was trying to push through hookah, and Dragoza gets one. I guess there was some, difficulties between the communication, because if the communication was made, I'm pretty sure that the Viper from the attacking, that's the Pixels, should have looked back into the hookah.
Yep. No idea what happened there for Team Valor, as right now they've gone for a full buy. They have a lot of utility on board, no ultimates though. Meanwhile, FUFOO Esports, well, they are just rolling rich in ultimates. You've got the Orbital Strike, the Viper Spirit, even Jet and Raze have their ults, so everything is looking good. Again, on paper, FUFOO Esports have the advantage in this round because of how many ultimates they have. In terms of gunplay, everything is similar, but look at the Cypher. I don't think he's up in his position. He takes the duel and he ends up winning it, and there goes the Cypher cage. However, the majority of the push is towards the B bomb side. Gobbet in the meanwhile goes for the wall bang, tries to hit it as he lands the shock. Oh, no, never mind. You know what? There goes the neural theft, and the execute is ready. In this case, Team Valor, they need to start pushing. All of their teammates are present. It looks like it's a fake as they're planning to execute on the A bomb site already. The game loses his life, but FUFOO Esports have read that play. Viper and Brimstone are ready inside the A bomb site to try and delay the push. That's exactly. The orbital strike is going to go through. Buster tried to use the blast packs to push into the bomb site. That's not going to happen anytime soon, as the attackers, now their push has been slowed down. Thanks to Dragoza and his Viper utility, thanks to the Brimstone and his utility. The only person surviving is Bullet, and I have to say, both in terms of utility usage and in terms of kills, Dragoza and Brimstone, they did their job perfectly. You know, they had everything under their control, and as a controller, this is exactly what you need to do on defense. You need to slow down the push by one way or another, and that's exactly what they did, and it grants them another round win.
Indeed true. Well, FUFOO Esports picking up 4 rounds, and I think that they are taking away good lead, to be honest, because they've grabbed themselves 4 rounds back to back, which is gonna put Valor into a very suffocating position right now. It is only gonna let Team Valor into a very suffocating position. As we can see that the game this time has picked up. The judge is gonna push forward over towards the A-bomb set, gets 1, and so does Buster. But right now Buster might be in trouble because TRUERIPPERS is looking over from the hookahs, and there you go. What a beautiful spray coming in from Buster, takes down TRUERIPPERS, and now it's the last person starting down. That is the Raze Ridhey, who was in the showers last scene. Was going to be rotating all the way from short. He might grab a kill or 2 if he spots out the Viper at the right time. And there you go, the action has begun over here. Pixels absolutely has his crosshair ready over towards Ridhey, but Ridhey is a little too quick. He grabs one. It's a 1v4 situation, and I don't think Ridhey will be going ahead and picking up a fight. Instead, he's choosing to save the gun he has, and I'm pretty sure Buster is not gonna let him do that. He has the reload, and there you go, Buster is gonna go ahead and pick him down. A nice round coming in from Team Valor, I would say. A much needed round at least.
Yeah, FUFOO Esports, you know, the fact that they don't have any sentinels and they have 2 controllers, on defense they're performing fine enough for themselves, you know, nothing too bad. We can see the operator brought out from Loopy. Dragoza is putting in a lot of effort, as you know, we can see Dragoza, Buster, these two you know, people, they have a lot of kills, so they're pulling a lot of their weight. But all that being said and done, going into round number 8, this operator is going to be of a lot of potential. See Loopy peeking wide. Oh, that's StingX who got the kill. Okay, a triple peek coming in from Hookah, but it grants them a kill. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But now FUFOO Esports, Team Valor, they know that FUFOO Esports, 3 of their people are towards the bomb side, as they are planning their own execute towards A. The rotation goes through, but Dragoza, your top fragger, is already gone. Pixels, the other Viper, is present. He knows about V's location inside of showers. The boom bot will be destroyed. The spike is going to be planted in a very open area. The ghost plant will be looking good, but there goes the orbital strike. Catches Bullet. Loopy gets a kill onto Pixels, and only 2 people make that one survive from Team Valor. That is going to be the game. He takes another duel, and StingX. Esports, man, oh man, are they good at killing people.
Yep, he definitely is, as you said. Esports, after giving away that round, they're gonna pretty much come back into the action and grab themselves that round that they've lost previously. And I guess TRUERIPPERS putting down the orbital strike at the right moment is gonna give a lot on the plate for Team Valor as well. 5-3. The competition is good so far. And from the attacking, I would say Team Valor, they are putting in the most efforts. Especially Buster, he's hitting those entries. He's also doing a lurking job. Surprisingly, we usually don't see Raze doing that. And of course, Loopy back with the operator is trying to peek in towards his shot. Unfortunately, his position has been revealed away. But I'm pretty sure he won't go back until he grabs a kill over towards his shot. And I'm pretty sure that he will be grabbing 1 and 2. The smoke goes Buster down. That is unfortunate, buddy. With 65 HP left, Loopy will be putting that operator to a really good use.
Yeah, that one's going on the highlight reel. There's no way. Stokey pushing and blindsided towards New Halls and a very
Spike
unwise
down
decision
A.
as Bullet also
Last player
unfortunately
standing.
Team Valor. I hate to say this, but I'm not sure. There doesn't seem to be a very set strategy with how they're executing. 3 people, we just witnessed 3 people, the majority of your team, push in towards U-Halls with no rhyme or reason, with nothing to protect you. No toxics. The toxic stream was there early on, but then it was gone. No smoke. Stokey just pushed in. No reason whatsoever. And yeah, that has to be a very unwise decision. Now more than ever, since you're already down 2 rounds,
30
you
seconds
attempted for a full buy. You lost your race. The spike has been dropped. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened right here. The game, he won one duel against Loopy on so one just there's the follow kill as well, and he's pushing into Blade Storm, but 2 kills is all he'll get. The operator will also be retrieved. A good round for FUFOO Esports. A few mistakes here and there for Team Valor, as they'll be looking to improve their journey heading into round number 10.
That was another beautiful. I would say FUFOO Esports is actually taking the lead away from Team Valor. I wouldn't say Team Valor isn't performing. They are. But it's just one fact that they either rush together or they either, play slow. Remember the round when Buster was lurking and he got a double kill over to his B-bomb side, taking Sting down and the other player? I guess they should make plays more kind of that, so that, the split game is actually working for them and FUFOO Esports is distracted in their own ways. As I said, they are going in for a split game right now, and that is actually working for them as Strokey puts a headshot on towards Loopy. And now that's a beautiful entry as well. The game is already trying to get into the bomb site right now. Garbage is going to put his Undisputed to a good use, but little does he know that there's already one player over to his back of site, and the site has already been given into the favor of Team Valor. The spike is getting planted down right now, and with the Molotov coming in from StingX, it's going to clear some positions, at least for the moment, as Trapwire has got a player. A 4v4 situation right now. I would say Dragoza has an advantage right now because he is standing down at a really good position. StingX gets one, and there goes Dragoza for the clean swipe. Right now, all they have to do is to tap on Spike and get the defuse done. And with that, Molly coming in, actually that's a bad one to be honest. And there you go, StingX is going to pretty much end things for Pixels and make it 7th round on board for FUFOO Esports. I would say it was a great entry and it was a great execution, but I guess the post-plant positions weren't right. They must be players looking over towards Hookah. Everybody was too focused on CT. Imagine if a Buster put that showstopper into Hookah. Half of the game, half of the round was done.
Yep. And right now we can see that even though, on the side of Team Valor, the game is putting in a lot of effort in terms of kills. 10 kills right now. It's a good performance. Meanwhile, Loopy hasn't had the best of days. His KD currently negative. It still shows that it's more or less the team effort that FUFOO Esports are putting in. More specifically, personally, I just want to highlight the Brimstone and the Viper present there, because we've seen so many 3Ks and 4Ks from Dragoza, even from the Brimstone as well. But right now, Loopy, he needs to put the operator to use. Man, that was an easy shot. Unfortunately, misses it. Okay, he'll have another opportunity. Right now, backs off. Shower control has been taken, but nothing on A shot whatsoever. This feels like a bit of a disconnected push. Viper from FUFOO Esports, Dragoza, he's present on A shot. So Shower's push cannot happen right now. With the Owl drone, it has spotted 2 people towards Showers, and it looks like Team Valor, they need to fall back unless Buster catches this off onto Dragoza. But Dragoza wins that duel. He'll be looking for more. Finally caught by Bullet as people try to push in from Showers. Team Valor, they're trying their best to go for good kills. Unfortunately, it's just not panning in their way. Pixels right now has a handle. This can be big. If he can drop either one of the players present on the side of FUFOO Esports, I think he'll do his job. But I don't think this is a round victory for Team Valor by any stretch of imagination. Oh.
Well, that's not the case over here. Looks like Pixel's been trying too hard, and Rhythm is just gonna end him over there, putting 8th round on board. And all Team Valor needs is just one more round. If Team Valor gets that one round, they might have actually a shot at this. When they come down to the defenders, they can put that comeback. On Team Valor, they have the firepower, they have the coordination, and they also have the agent picks which are correctly working in for them. All they need is just a little more patience. Well, the job gets easy for FUFOO Esports because they have a double controller setup. As you can see, you have a Brimstone and Viper, both of them damaging abilities. It makes the job easy to stop the push from the opponents, especially attacking. And after that, Recon giving away the position of Jet. It's going to be Gobbits who is trying to drone, and he might be finding a player or two over towards Yearlong. If I spots out Bullet, now that his position has also been given away, but Stingex is already way too ahead, finds one, gets traded, and now Gobbits must be really mad about the fact that why would Stingex push over there, and Gobbits unfortunately gets taken down. That's 2 for 1. And Rite comes into the play, gets one, nothing much more than that, as Luffy is already inside the side, but nobody has an idea where he exactly is standing down. And he has been put down in a 1 versus 3 situation, which is pretty much not going to happen, as it's the first half ending into the favor of FUFOO Esports. 8-4, a 4-point lead, and Team Valor, they might have a shot at, making this comeback happen in the defending side. All they need to do is just get the pistol round in their hands.
So finally we saw some sort of a good play from Team Valor, at least one where they really capitalized on the mistakes of FUFOO Esports. They saw that 2 people out from the FUFOO Esports squad were towards B long. That was going to be the Sova and the Brimstone as well. So as soon as Brimstone died and Sova was engaging in the duel with the game, by the way, who has been now yet again putting up a lot of kills, being the top fragger for Valor right now. Meanwhile, Dragoza is the one putting up the majority of the kills for FUFOO Esports. So coming back to my point, as soon as Team Valor realized that 2 people were on B long, everyone made the decision of pushing from hookah. This is a quality of Team Valor which we have seen time and time again, but in this case it was a positive and a more redeeming quality for their side, since by pushing hookah they completely caught the Sova off guard. Gobbit didn't have a clue of what was happening right there.
Yeah.
I think he was killed by Buster, as there was also Reedhay present in the side as the person who made the first contact. But then again, if you are all alone against 3-4 attackers with a lot of utility, most likely you're going to be losing your life. That's exactly what happened. The reinforcements were a bit late in time, as well as FUFOO Esports. In this case, what had been happening before was their first line of defense. Whoever was the person taking the first contact, the first duel, they usually ended up defeating the players of Team Valor. In this case, that did not happen. In this case, Team Valor quickly dispatched 3 of the players, so that put the final 2 remaining players of FUFOO Esports on a back foot, and unfortunately they couldn't come back from it. So that was a round gone in favor of Team Valor. A good showing, but now that they're on defense, I need to see more and more rounds put up. 8-4 isn't the best results. I would have been satisfied with the 7-5 at the very least.
Well, if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that, this timeout will be helping a lot for Team Valor to be discussing what kind of defense setup are they looking forward for. Well, according to the current positions, I feel like, that's a triple defender setup coming over to us. A B-bomb set, we have a Jet, Sova, and the Race. 2 aggressive players we can see, and when it comes down to the A-bomb set, we have decent agents like Cypher and Viper, and I think Viper makes a great play in B-bomb side, or maybe she obviously does a great play at A-bomb side too, but I guess she's more favorable towards the B-bomb side because we have hookah and long both aligned together. Well, for showers, we can stop the push, but when it comes down to hookah, once they have the control of hookah, that means half the site has already been given away. They can see the front part of the site, which makes them easy to get more frags. Speaking about Team Valor, I'm pretty sure that the lineup that we're seeing right now, I wouldn't say a lineup, but the current position I'm seeing right now, it looks like it might go into the favor of them if they eventually manage to get the pistol round into their hands, as it's a timeout coming in from Team FUFOO Esports, as their Sova seems to be like AFK at the moment. And I'm pretty sure within no time the timer will be resumed.
Yeah, it doesn't show he's disconnected, just looks like he's AFK right now, maybe something else, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, focusing on the game so far, we can certainly see that, yeah, yet again, if we bring up the top fraggers for the side of Valor and FUFOO, we can see Dragoza has really been putting in a lot of work. And that's the thing about FUFOO Esports, is that all of their players are quite consistent in their kills. Even we saw the likes of Reed Hay playing the Reyna, playing the Raze, not the Reyna. And even he had, I think he was the second top fragger, third top fragger, something like that. So very consistent performances, and consistent performances from Team Valor as well. As unfortunately, just the problem is that they don't have a lot of, they just don't have a lot of kills compared to FUFOO Esports. Their players haven't been putting up and winning a lot of their duels. So that's the thing. Apart from that, things are looking fine as we see some sort of art being created by Dragoza. One can only imagine what he's trying to do. Perhaps, never mind. Oh no, the bullet decals are gone. Okay. That's all fine, but that's all fine and dandy. Right now, the thing is, who wins the opening gunfight? Because this is what we saw in the previous pistol round. In the previous pistol round, FUFOO Esports, unfortunately, even though overall they've won a lot of their gunfights, we can have a look at the scoreboard as well. 11 for Dragoza, 11 for Reed Hay, 11 for Sting X as well, and 7-7 for Loopy. But unfortunately, in the pistol round, what happened was they were just completely lopsided by the players of Team Valor, and that aggressive, rushy gameplay just caught the players of FUFOO off guard. So in this case, I think since they're on attack, they'll bring a strategy forward, whatever they have planned, and that's why I do kind of favor them to win the pistol gunfight. But then again, you never know what's going to happen. I really want Valor to make a comeback, just like we saw a few days ago with the 7 Sins and Right to Gaming. Right now, Valor are down 8-4. Perhaps the pistol round win and the follow-up round win can help themselves secure, more rounds and close out the gap that is being built up by FUFOO.
Well, I definitely agree for a fact that who gets this pistol round is pretty much going to make a difference in the second half, and a good beginning is already half done. And I guess FUFOO Esports, they gave they gave their best in the defending side. Now it's time for Team Valor to be defending this bomb sites. Well, Team Valor, without having the Sentinel, the job gets tough. And the only reason why
Yeah.
FUFOO it was easy for them to be grabbing as many rounds is that they had a double controller setup. But from Team Valor, we have something balanced. We have Intel, we have Initiative, we have a controller, double duelist, and a Sentinel. Of course, we have a Cypher. Well, do you think that Cypher can play a major role in defending side? I think it makes a major role in the attacking because of the flanks and
Yeah.
pushes and rotations.
The thing is that on defense, the only reason why I am not completely certain of Cypher is, there's a very, specific reason why in the Sentinel market right now, we have 3 Sentinels in Valorant as of yet. We have Killjoy, we have Sage, and we have Cypher. Killjoy has the most pick rate in terms of, the Killjoy has the most pick rate in terms of how many times, in overall competitive Valorant, and Cypher is the lowest, with Sage being the mid, and there is a reason for that. The slowing down ability of a Sentinel is what makes them a Sentinel, and the defensive ability as well. Killjoy using her alarm bot, Killjoy using her nano swarms as well, those are damage outputting forms of utility. If you walk into a nano swarm, if you walk into an alarm bot, your HP will be depleted, and for that reason attackers really don't like, the opponents don't really like pushing into a lot of nano swarms. However, with tripwires and cyber cages, all you need to do is just destroy the tripwire, and from cyber cages as well, you can walk out of them. There is no HP damage, and for that reason, I believe Cypher is in the best in terms of Sentinel. So right now, even if he can hold down the site all by himself, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem for the attackers to push through, especially in the pistol round where they'll be pushing with numbers, with 4 people or 3 people just pushing in from B long or from B hookah. And for that reason, I think Cypher, Strokey right now, he will need someone else to hold down the bomb site with him. He won't be able to do it all by himself.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's taking a little while than we expected, as you've given a brief of what exactly can favor both of the teams. I would say that even if Team Valor gets the pistol round and the third round, two rounds after one round after the pistol that goes for the force buy. And of course, the force buy, if they win the round, the next round is going to be just a bonus round for them. As we have both the races on screen, that's Rite versus Buster. Rite being one of the top fragger for the team as well. He's sitting down with 11 kills, 5 deaths, and 2 assists. And Buster with 9 kills, 9 deaths, and 4 assists. He's maintaining the kill death ratio very well, Buster. Just, he's on the edge at 1 KD right now.
The KDR may not be big of a thing. Personally, for me, it's just how many kills you have. Apart from that, that's the major thing. So, at the moment, I think, yeah, looks like, Gorbet from Team Valor, their Sova is still AFK. Perhaps he's gone to pick up a can of Hell Energy drink. And perhaps to pick that can up, he should have already drunk some of the Hell Energy drink so that he would have had more energy to go ahead and pick up the can. Because right now, yeah, unfortunately, still AFK. I'm not sure what exactly is happening, but in the meanwhile, still focusing on the races. Both of them are doing their job. 12 rounds have gone. Reed is sitting with 11 kills, and more so, it's his teammates as well. You have StingX and you have Daboza, who all three of these players, they have 11 kills all for themselves. So that's why it's all good. Meanwhile, for the side of Team Valor, we can see that that they're still waiting on things. And Buster with 9 kills. It's all well and good. It's not the worst of things. Certainly, I just want more kills in general from Team Valor. Doesn't matter which person it is. Doesn't matter what role they're playing. I just want more retaliation from their side, because right now, the scorecard says it all. 4 rounds down. It's not looking good. You really need to improve. Otherwise, you'll be out of this qualifier as well, and you certainly don't want to be. Again, you have won one round. You've gone through to the round of 32s. Now you need to go towards the round of 16. Only a single map and a single match is preventing you, and right now 4 rounds are preventing you from doing so. So hopefully it looks like Team Valor can Team Valor can try and put those 4 rounds on board, but again, a bit of time will only give us the answer.
Hmm. And also, as you said, that Stingax, Ride, and Ragusa, 3 of them are sitting down with 11 kills. I think is the reason that FUFOO Esports was actually formed the last qualifier. They haven't participated in the qualifier number 1 or 2, but interestingly, they performed really well. And talking about Team Valor, their team name was something different when they played qualifier number 2. The same players, Buster, Strokey, Pixels, and Bullet. It was just another team name. I don't remember what exactly which team were they playing from, but I saw them in qualifier number 2 as well. Coming back to qualifier number 3 must be a deja vu for me. But this is actually a tough competition. Strokey, Bullet, and Pixels, and Buster, 4 of them are really good players, and of course the game as well. All they need to do is put their coordination properly, just like FUFOO Esports. Although the agent pick, right now, agent pick is in the favor of Team Valor, because they are in the defenders right now, and with the cipher traps and camera and cages, they can absolutely stop the push. And of course, having a race is always an advantage with the paint shells, with the boom bots, with the showstoppers, with a lot of damage. You absolutely have 3 players who can do damage on the defensive side. We have Sova with the shock, that's an undisputed. We have Raze with her abilities, and of course we have Viper, who puts the enemies to DK and almost tries to choke them enough. Well, this pretty much explains that Team Valor can be a good team in the defender side, and I really can't wait for this timer to lift up and see that wait that which one of these teams might be taking away that pistol round, because pistol round, it speaks a lot in the second half. But in the first half, it surely doesn't affect much, but when it comes down to the second half, the lead goes into the hands who have the second half. If it's Team Valor, then it's a comeback. But if it's FUFOO Esports, then they might put a one-sided affair match. Maybe not even a single round for Team Valor on the defense side. But I don't think Team Valor is that weak. They are fragile, yes, but they are strong at the same time. They might, their defense setups can be broken, but I don't think their aim can be. Team Valor has a really good aim.
Yeah, Team Valor looking quite good. And again, apologies to anyone watching. Looks like, FUFOO Esports, they're just having a bit of technical difficulty, more specifically with Gorbit. So we will be starting the game as soon as possible. Right now, again, just the backend admins, they're just figuring out what needs to happen right now, making the correct decision. And yeah, looks like again, even though FUFOO Esports right now they are a man down, but yeah, we want to start the game with 5v5. That's why they have a bit of time for Gorbit to return from whatever problems he's having and to resolve any of the problems that any other players are having as well. So yeah, we can start the game as soon as possible. And yeah, I am excited to see the pistol round, in all honesty, as is the case ever. At the moment, FUFOO Esports, yeah, being in a best of one qualifier, I don't think it's the worst problem. And I think it would be, it would be really, really bad, if unfortunately you've had to play a 4v5 because of technical difficulty, and potentially you can, even lose out one of your spots and one of your, places in the qualifiers because of a technical issue. With them having such a good run in the previous qualifiers, going and securing 4th place for themselves, it would really be a shame if a technical difficulty would be the reason of their undoing. So right now, looks like there's still a few more minutes remaining before that, a final what's that word? An ultimatum. Yes, an ultimatum has been given. If unfortunately, Gorbit cannot return in that time, then we'll have to start with the 4v5. Already, FUFOO Esports, they've used their allocated, technical pause time that is given to all of the teams. So right now, for that reason, just a final few seconds. But in the meanwhile, yeah, Team Valor, all eyes on them. The game has been performing really good, and we can see like consistent performances as well. But overall, Strokey and Bullet sitting with 4 kills each isn't the best. You compare that to the bottom 2 fraggers of FUFOO Esports, which are going to be Loopy and Gorbit, sitting with 7 kills each. That is what? 8 kills compared to 16 kills. That's like double what is present on the side of FUFOO Esports. So that's why that's double the kills, and that's only the bottom 2 fraggers, and that's why it creates such a massive gap between the gunfights and between the duels that you are winning and losing. So that is one of the primary reasons. Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately, Team Valor, they are down 4 rounds, but they can start off with a good showing, just like what they did in rounds 1 and 2. We can see the scoreboard as well. We can see the first 2 rounds won by Valor via the method of elimination. They are ready, and they are looking to make the best out of this possibility as well. Oh, Gorbit is back. All right.
Yes. Wiley is back after a long wait and a long pause to the suspense of the second half. We'll be resuming the game any moment right now as Gorbit is back. I don't know what exactly yet issues with. I'm pretty sure that he's back stronger right now, as FUFOO Esports will be starting off on the attacking and Team Valor on the defending. Interestingly, I feel like it's going to be a hit. What do you think? According to the positions, I feel like it's going to be a hit. And look at Sova. He's the one who is actually from the defenders, of course. I'm talking about Team Valor. Sova, he's the guy who will be playing in for the rotation. He'll be the first player to be rotating if it's an A-bomb site. And leaving 2 players only in the A-bomb site, this can be quite a trouble for Team Valor right now. Yes, somebody has to go to the site. It is 3 players, of course.
And the reinforcements would surely need to be quick, as it doesn't look like FUFOO Esports will be wasting a lot of time with their hit. Already the Boombot goes through alongside the Owl Zone. 2 methods of entry by proxy. The Poison Cloud is there from Pixels. However, the Boombot has spotted the location of one of the players inside of U-Halls, and that's why 2 people will be pushing in. Loopy with the opening kill, looking for more. The rotations are in. Everyone in towards CT. The spike is going to be planted. Loopy just holding the line here in U-Hall. Oh no, Cypher. Only now his location has been known. He could have gotten a kill, but now everyone is set in place. It's up to the defender. Strokey is going to be doing a one side of Jet. Both of them get a kill for themselves as Buster's there for the follow-up as well. Team Valor, they have the majority control.
One
They have
enemy
Sova
remaining.
present very close. X-Over, no more. They fall down to Dragoza. He wins one gunfight. He'll be looking to more. The spike is being diffused and there is nothing Dragoza can do about it. Another nice retake from Team Valor, and this is exactly what they wanted. Winning the pistol round and most likely winning the follow-up as well.
Wow, that was quite an interesting round coming in from Team Valor. As I said, Team Valor, they will be picking off the first round, the first pistol round. That was quite a close round, and FUFOO Esports will be a lot disappointed after that round. Team Valor, a beautiful run, but I guess looks like they are going in for a force buy, of course, definitely. And FUFOO Esports looks like they're going in for upgraded pistols. We have a Frenzy and Chef to be working with, and that Chuck that might actually do some damage, but is it to the right person? Nope. The Shotgun lineup was interesting and smart, but I guess it's not going to make any job done. As the recon reveals away that the B-bomb side is clear, and once again, it might be an A hit. And look at Dragoza being very cheeky. He's trying to go in for a strong peaks. And look at Strokey and Pixels. They've got quite a beautiful crossfire setup. Pixels already gets an opening on towards Dragoza, which puts one player already down from FUFOO Esports. And now that's an advantage for Team Valor. And I'm pretty sure that with this force buy, it will go into the favor of Team Valor, unless FUFOO Esports have some miracles to be showing.
Right now, yeah, FUFOO Esports, they're playing it very passively, which is like really opposite of what teams usually do in a force by semi-eco round. You know, they'd like to hit a site very, very hard, very early on, try to catch the attackers off guard, and try to take down as many as many opponents as you can possible. That's not what their plan is. You know, we have a minute and 10 seconds already used up. Nothing to show for it, no major map control. Only now the attackers Yearlong, but that isn't going to be successful as well as the Marshal without armor, one hit kill. That's going to be the confirmation. And yeah, with 15 seconds, 3 attackers on board.
One
but not
enemy
much can
remaining.
happen. Bullet gets one
Spike
kill,
down
Buster
B.
with the follow-up. Nice crossfire is being maintained as though there's only one person. That's going to be Gobbert on the side of FUFOO Esports. He's just playing very, very passively. And yeah, FUFOO, they accepted defeat in this round. Finally, Oh, it looks like Gobbert is AFK. I thought he was just, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, FUFOO Esports, they'll be taking a time out to think over how to retaliate.
Well, looks like FUFOO Esports, they'll be going in for a timeout right now as Gobbets has disconnected, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure that FUFOO Esports, if Gobbets keeps going in like this, it can be a huge disadvantage right now. Because, you know, FUFOO Esports have already given away 2 rounds for Team Valor, and all Team Valor needs is just 2 more rounds. And with the 2 rounds, they can get most of the job done. If it comes down to an 8-8, you know what's going to happen. Team Valor will put a one-side show right now. And FUFOO Esports, after losing the last 2 rounds in the second half, they have to go for a full buy right now. I mean, they of course have to, because they've saved up a little too much money right now. And if Gobbets doesn't come back from being AFK, it might be a trouble from FUFOO Esports. They have absolutely no timeouts left right now. And yes, of course, the timeout will be resumed, and Bullet is all set and ready to be putting the recon. He's just waiting for the lineup. I didn't know Bind had so many lineups, especially I'm getting to learn a lot from Bullet, I would say.
Yeah, no, I think everyone's master, all Sova main, the primary Sova main, you know, average Jonas, I think he's taught everyone these lineups. And of course, we have the Reddit forums as well. But yeah, all of that being said and done, it looks like Gobbert is present as Dragoza unfortunately loses his life to the operator of the game. So full buy, not just on the side of FUFOO Esports, but for Team Valor as well. Yet again, FUFOO unfortunately have lost a life, but they're going to get it back as one raise kills another. The majority of the attackers now focusing towards B main, focusing towards Hookah. You have Strokey alongside Bullet, the 2 supportive players present on Team Valor right now, trying to hold down the bomb site, but you never know what's going to happen as right now, we can see there goes the shock dart, not going to damage anyone. Another nice lineup as all of the attackers, they're ready for the push. FUFOO Esports, they are inside, the rotations are coming in as well. No backstabs, all of the defenders will be present towards CT as the spike will be planted at any moment. 45 seconds remaining.
Spike
tries
planted.
to prevent the spike from being planted, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. The game cannot use the operator in such close quarter combat, needs to resort to the pistol as all of the defenders are right there in CT, but they cannot seem to go for a follow-up anytime soon.
Yep. Well, looks like the gun barrel has been shown by the race, and it can be quite a difficult position right now. And there you go, Stokey will take down Rike, which is going to give Loopy in a huge difficult situation, but he managed to get himself in double with the operator is getting jobbed in over here. Bullet gets one, it's down. 1v2 situation. Stiggex managed to get to one, and right now he absolutely has no HP, but I guess the defuse is already halfway through done. And Stiggex, will he be the man clutching it? And definitely yes, that's a clutch. That is going to do a lot of damage for the game because he picked up an operator in the third round, and with operator going down, he has to look after his economy right now. He has to look after his creds. He might be going in for an eco or maybe for an upgraded pistol. That's it. And Sting, he played it very smartly, and I didn't know for what reasons FUFOO Esports let that round so close down to a 1v1 situation, even though after the fact that Team Valor had absolutely no rifles. All they had was Spectres and one operator. That's it. There you go. VL the game is going to go for an eco with the classic. And actually, to my surprise, he already has Knives Out. He already has his ultimate, which can actually give him quite a lot of opportunity to do the damage for FUFOO Esports. Even after losing that round, I don't think it's going to pretty much affect the economy for Team Valor as they've gone for a full buy. Look at Buster. He has a Phantom in his hand.
On the side of FUFOO Esports as well, you've got Rede present with the Vandal. So weird buys all around. Both the Jets ready with the Blade Storm. The push can come in at any moment. FUFOO Esports are taking this slowly. They've got hookah control. They've got octagon control as well, as we see the Jet pushing up. Two attackers still there. Two defenders in B bomb side, as we see the first entry being made by the Jet. Buster is going to be holding down the fort as the spike has been dropped. Rede with the follow through, as now the rotations will be there from the teleporter perhaps, or maybe even a backstab from Link. The spike, it will be planted. Pixels is the only person inside to take engagements. However, he won't be taking any engagements anytime soon, as with him is going to be Buster peeking towards Hookah. Everyone is ready. Team Valor can, be really pincered from all sides, from the teleporter, from Octagon, even from CT and Elbow. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. We have Strokey with the open kill. The game pushing through, loses the
one enemy remaining.
But the Buster is present with 2 headshots. He'll be looking for more, as his only drones are present in FUFOO Esports, but no longer Team Valor get this round on their board.
Now this is a trouble for FUFOO Esports, despite of Team Valor being very denting on their economy. FUFOO Esports, they gave away that round for Team Valor for free. Although the round difference is still in the hands of FUFOO Esports, they just gave away a full round, which might provoke Team Valor to be getting more and more rounds. I mean, they've lost the round with an operator, and they just go ahead and make a full buy in the next round, which was quite risky, and they actually make the risk, which made them get a profit of getting that round into the hands. And I guess everything is working in the favor of Team Valor right now. And FUFOO Esports, with 9 points and an eco, I guess they're pretty much going to be silently making their way over to a CA bomb side. But Respect still has a strong goal. He gets himself a triple and maybe a quad coming over there. But Strokey immediately shut him down. The last player standing down is going to be the Viper. Managed to get one kill, that is Dragoza, but little does he know Buster is way too ahead, and that's a round on board for Team Valor. Just the point difference, and FUFOO Esports is giving away way too many rounds for a beginning team. I mean, imagine that they are putting out a close fight in round of 32. Even if FUFOO Esports get qualified to round of 16, it can be a tough job for them. And I guess Pixel did a good job getting himself a triple kill and shutting the players down in the shot.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Even if FUFOO Esports they qualify for the round of 16, they're possibly whoever they'll be pairing up against, they'll be looking at this game and they'll be reviewing it, thinking to themselves, how exactly can we maximize all of the mistakes that FUFOO Esports are making, and how exactly can we counter on them. VALOR, oh, that's a nice kill from Buster. Nice kill transfer. Rosa takes him out very, very soon, as there goes the showstopper into the bomb site. Go for the showstopper kill, lands one but is quickly traded out by Bullet, as before dying the game got one kill for himself. The Viper spit is there, however only two attackers remain. One of them is on 25 HP, so I think Team VALOR on paper they have this retake secured, but Dracoza, this cannot be said and done before it has been said and done. Dracoza is pushing even further into the CT bomb site. You have the Bullet as well, who spots him, gets the kill using his recon bolt, and Strokey is there for the follow through. This was excellent utility usage as well through Esports. Well, now it is panic time for themselves. They've utilized the timeout as well. They don't have a lot of time to think it over, how to fix their mistakes. Team VALOR are on their tail right now, and they are about to overtake them in terms of round wins.
Losing that full buy FUFOO, that's a huge dent on their economy, and it's going to take some time to heal their economy, and as well as the round difference that they've given to VALOR. Now the Team VALOR has made the comeback all the way from 8-4 to 9-9. It's going to give them a lot more confidence, and with that operator, the game can do absolutely beautiful. What would I say? Beautiful wonders. And I'm pretty sure that the game has been successful doing it so far. And Bullet has some crazy lineups all the way from B bomb site to A shot and the B hookahs. I'm impressed by Bullet. I sometimes, I should be recording all these and learning to myself. And looks like it's a beautiful setup also at the A bomb site. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be quite enough fun for FUFOO Esports to be getting their job done over towards the A-bomb site, and that's a quick poison up coming in, and itself the game might be in trouble as well. The game might be getting exposed toward the Hunter's Fury. Maybe that was their teammates, which is gonna absolutely do no damage to FUFOO Esports. They're still gonna be sticking towards A-bomb site, and Dracoza might be the one who actually be getting an entry over towards the A-bomb site, and the game is tagged down to 70 HP right now. But only if you could confirm the kid could have been easy. Stroke gets one, Dracoza immediately trades him off, and Dracoza's position has been revealed away by Pixels. And with the poison orb and the recon coming down, Buster takes down the guy, and that is Jet, who is trying to escape. You can go anywhere as long as Bullet is alive, and there you go, the strength run on board for Team VALOR, and things are definitely not turning into the side of Team FUFOO Esports right now. They make a great entry, they put the spike plan, but nobody actually cares about the post-plan positions. The way how Dracoza gave away his position, and the players who were already standing over to his A shot, they weren't playing aggressively. They should expect quick rotations from Team VALOR. Look at this way. He was not looking at the back of site just because it was smoked, and he was already stuck in a corner, and that gave Buster easy 2 kills, which is quite a big mistake for FUFOO Esports. They must not be only concentrating on planting the bomb, they also have to concentrate on how to defend it and take aggressive peeks. Now that is going to do a lot of damage, Sissy. There you go. That's it.
Oh my god. Tons of operator shots we've seen so far. The game looking for more as well, as he'll be against the Jet. Loopy, not for the good gun by any margin, is going to be beaten by the He has a stinger in hand, utilizes all the bullets, but Buster is there to capitalize on that mistake as well. Buster with the follow through. Now he's game kicking as well. Doesn't land the shot with the operator. That's quite
one enemy remaining.
Both of the people are being lit up, however, they're giving damage in twofold amounts, as that is a flawless round. Oh, spoke too soon. But again, just one tiny team kill. I've seen that a lot in my ranked games. Nothing major. But all jokes aside, FUFOO Esports right now are certainly looking on the back foot. They went for a full eco. They can make a comeback. However, it needs to happen right now, because now it's do or die. The first problem is, if you lose this round, match point has been granted and will be granted to Team VALOR. The second point is, the next round your economy isn't going to be as good. You'll have the round loss bonus, but can you afford again full armor, full phantoms and full vandals? I don't think so. So they've got to be careful with how they're using all of their credits. Enemy kill. This round is already, they don't get off to a good start. The game with the opening kill, the game trying to get the follow through, attackers will be taking wide, Bullet gets the kill as the game dies in the process.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, Bullet is insane, CCV. He just got himself a double with the shock dart.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I have no clue how that happened.
Spike planted.
You have Strokey versus Dragoza. White spots the Viper and confirms the kill. The worst fears of FUFOO Esports are here, and I don't know what happened right here. You had Bullet playing the Sova, both of his shock darts got kills, and then he got a follow-up kill as well. God knows what happened right now. You know, I think yet again, you know, the situational awareness from FUFOO Esports is not there. A few rounds ago during the A hit, you highlighted that as Dragoza wasn't aware where one of the defenders was and completely was caught off guard. Even right now, the same things, a few things to improve on for FUFOO Esports.
Well, looks like the performance from Gobbets has been completely shut down after, you know, when he came back written alive in the second half. And I haven't actually seen Gobbets even taking a frag out of his hand in the second half, which is actually making quite an impact on the performance of FUFOO Esports. As it's a match point for Team VALOR, absolutely no hopes left, and I would say the orbital strike coming in further. The U-Haul, it's going to give a lot of things in the early, and then Pixels and Bullet. Oh my god, both of them, they're entirely shutting FUFOO Esports down. Viper and Sova can be quite aggressive at times when needed. Pixels gets the last one, and that's only one player left. See, they're in a 1-3 situation. He couldn't do absolutely anything as the victory will be taken away into the hands of Team VALOR. And such a disappointing performance from FUFOO Esports after getting to be on the top 4th place in last qualifier, and this qualifier they just get away in round of 32. That is something that I've never expected coming in from FUFOO Esports.
Well, yeah, we are saddened by the performance of FUFOO Esports, but more importantly, I am really delighted to see Team VALOR performing this good, and I am looking forward for their next game as well, because yeah, this was a dominating performance. We'll bring up the MVP screen in a short while as well, but yeah, Buster with all of those kills as that raise, that was certainly good, and they thoroughly deserved this win. You know, there was nothing against that. They were down 8-4 after their attack. However, the comeback was really present. All of them were winning their duels, completely the opposite of what we saw in the first half. And this gives me confidence that even if they make a few mistakes here and there early on, they know how to rectify those mistakes, and they know how to win a game despite all of the challenges in front of them. And that is a team quality which you don't see a lot, and that's a team quality which is what's the term, which isn't like really there. It's just, you know, there, if that makes any sense. Exactly. In I forgot what the word is called, but yeah, I hope the audience can understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they can. I guess we are ready with the MVP screen. I'm pretty sure it can be someone between Pixels and Bullet, or maybe someone else. The game. Yeah, there you go. The game. The game will be starting off in the first place with 23 kills, followed by Buster with 21, only a kill difference of 2 kills. 270 average combat scores with a 2.1 KD, and we have Dragoza. As I said, he has been known for the fragger from the past qualifier, and he's sitting down with 19 kills, 229 aces with 1.1 KD. Following him, we have Ridhe with 15 kills, 201 ACS and 1 KD. Well, looks like it was not really a day for Godbits, which actually led the downfall of the entire team.
Yeah, unfortunate, you know, Gorbets, yeah, he had his technical difficulties as well. I don't know if that had to play a part in his performance, whatever was happening. But yeah, all the congratulations for Team VALOR, FUFOO Esports. they are really looking good. You know, FUFOO Esports, they still have the 4th qualifier, and I hope then they'll be looking good. But yeah, as of right now, currently it is, you know, all the glory for Team Valor. I am really excited to see them play, and I'm really excited to see our next game play out as well, which is going to be, well, as we can see on our screens, D2D Esports versus Lethal Esports Alpha. We'll be taking a very short break. Stay tuned, keep watching, we'll be right back.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Well, I guess with that short break done and dusted, we'll be moving on to the second game real quick, as we have a schedule to be pushed a little fast today after all the delays coming in from FUFOO Esports as well. And unfortunately, they lost, and it's so sad to see them not to forward into the qualifier number 3. Also, we have the next match in the schedule ready, that is D2D Esports versus one of the craziest team that I have ever seen. That would definitely be Lethal Esports Alpha. Yesterday itself, we saw their match and they put up quite a good performance. 13-3 it was.
Yep, you know, they defeated Dang Samaj Party on the map of Bind, but I don't think that's the map we'll be seeing right now. If I'm not wrong, the map is going to be Haven, and yet again, it's just the same pattern. Day in, day out, ever since day 2, day 3.
I know,
the
right?
First map is Bind, the second map is Haven, third map, God knows what will happen. So right now, looks like, you know, the agent selection screen is ready. These teams are ready, and of course, all of us are ready as well. I really want to see, you know, the winners of D2D D2D Esports up against Lethal Esports Alpha, and then of course the winners of our third game of today as well, which is going to be TRUERIPPERS versus Team Simple. So yeah, the map is Haven. We have seen a lot of Haven so far in the past few days, and yet again in terms of the agent compositions, things are looking very, very normal. We have the Killjoy, you have the Astra, the Jet. I don't think there's going to be anything different. I think these are going to be very, very simple and very standard agent compositions coming out from both Lethal Esports and D2D Esports.
Well, looks like there has been a minor roster change coming in from D2D Esports, that we have YB got included in D2D. Previously, we had we had some set of different players, but I guess this roster might bring them a little more confidence. And talking about Lethal Esports. Lethal Esports, yes, of course, we saw them play yesterday and they put up quite a good show. And I'm expecting that they would do the same thing. Yesterday they played the map of Point, and this is Haven today. You know how I remember all these maps. It's just the way how we saw it yesterday. Bind, Haven, and the third map was something completely that we wouldn't expect. May could be ASIN today. But yeah, moving to the game, we have beautiful picks. We have an Astra coming in from Attackers, that is D2D. D2D starting off Attackers, wow. Now this is quite interesting to be watching because Kawai is one of the best Astra I've ever seen so far. And Esitem, he is a crazy jet player. His operator can just do wonders. An astronaut is a very good solo. Why we got, I'm not sure about him pretty much, but I am seeing a breach after a really long time. With absolutely no sentinel, D2D Esports is trying to go for the attacking right now. Looks like they have already prepared themselves to bag the most of the rounds in attacking. They are absolutely not prepared for the defending side.
Yep, for the side of fell for both of the teams. We are looking quite normal. They've brought out those North American standards, Phoenix, Sova. Phoenix, Sova, you've got Jet as well. It's all the same, but yeah, like you mentioned, Breach on YB God, that's quite interesting in terms of the initiator. They are rocking a double initiator setup, no Sage, no Killjoy. Quite interesting. I would surely like to see its implications once they start defending, like you mentioned, because on a map like Haven, Sentinel is one of those roles that's like really, really mandatory. That's where Sage and Killjoy are really good. But right now, let me pause that point. The action phase has already started. Yesterday, he was playing the Jet. Right now, he's playing the Phoenix, but already it's going to be the Breach of YB God getting a lot of kills as quickly. D2D Esports have
one enemy remaining.
4 members of Lethal Esports Alpha. Astra is the only person remaining, but I don't think she'll be able to do a lot compared to this 4-man roster on site.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Astra is looking for a kill or two, but I guess Kawai is not gonna let that happen. He puts an immediate headshot on his face, putting out the first round, going into the favor of D2D Esports. And D2D Esports, they're having a nice time, and looks like they want to finish the match quick. They entirely pressed W. What, that round was hardly even 40 seconds, according to me.
It really got over very, very quickly. So at the moment right now, yeah, I'm not completely sure what will be the plan for Lethal Esports Alpha. They've lost the first round. Most likely they're going to lose the follow-up as well. All of the attackers are ready. There goes the fault line. All of the attackers are pushing in again, not stopping with the W push. Meanwhile, the defenders, they have a counter strategy of their own. They're trying to flank the attackers. Astronaut is holding the flank. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. Trying for the 4th, switches. Okay, finally he dies. But man, that felt like one of the scenes in Game of Thrones where you saw just the army of the dead coming with so many numbers and you were like, oh my god, what's happening? But still, Astronaut did an excellent job putting them off. Flex as well, pushing behind, caught completely off guard by the positioning of the defenders as, we saw YB God pick up 2 headshot kills. I'm not sure what happened towards the end with Phoenix and Jet, but still another win for D2D Esports. They planted the spike. They're looking quite well.
Yep, after 2 rounds getting into the favor, I'm pretty sure that D2D, they might not be going in for the upgrade of the SMGs. Or maybe they will, but compared to the firepower, I feel like Lethal Esports are putting out quite a good competition because it was down to a 2v4 and they managed to bring it down to a 2v2 situation where YB was the one who came for the rescue and got the last 2 kills. You know, even the fish bubbly guy, he was so good with the sheriff. He got immediate one deek as Lethal Esports. They're trying to look in for a better mode play over here as D2D Esports is just pressing their W so hard over towards the C bomb set, and looks like they've already found players. The C gets to one, maybe another one over towards fishy bubbly. And sort of 3v4 situation with a man advantage over towards D2D Esports. They're gonna upgrade their guns. And YB God trying his level best to make the difference happen right now. Well, this was quite an interesting round to be watching for because it's a bonus round for Lethal Esports, to be honest. D2D Esports, they won 2 rounds and right now they were only farming with SMGs. But I guess things are about to change as YR21 gets a kill and Astronaut is already way too ahead. He might be getting flanked through the mid and there you go. He spots up the jet, but unfortunately he couldn't take it down. YB got all left by himself in a 1 versus 2 situation right now. Now this is a difficult situation. There is absolutely very less time left for the defuse, and I guess he'll be taking both of the and YB God will be making that clutch happen right now and making it 3rd round on board for D2D Esports. What an insane round from YB.
You mentioned YB God was the new recruit of D2D, and I think they've made the correct choice by picking him.
Yes,
because
they
this
did.
is an insane performance. And in the previous round, 2 headshot kills with the Spectre, right now with the Vandal as well. 6 kills, 0 deaths. The only person in the server right now with 0 deaths. Insane performance from him. Meanwhile, you also have, unfortunately, a few players on Lethal Esports who haven't gotten off to the best start, the Sova and the Killjoy, sitting with 0 kills of their own. So losing the full buy round, Lethal Esports aren't looking good. Flex goes to the field, get it right there, sitting with the shot. She gets 1 kill, okay, but the site has completely been overtaken at the cost of 1 casualty. D2D Esports have the site, they've dispatched 3 defenders, and now the retake is really favoring the attackers as well. Why we got
enemy remaining.
Okay, he missed a lot of his shots, but still, you know what, lands the headshot. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Well, looks like I would pretty much call D2D Esports a headshot machine. And looks like they are the ones in a hurry to be going in for another match. They're entirely pressing W over towards the bomb sites. And looks like Fishy Bubbly managed to get one with the Sheriff. And I'm not sure if he's trying to get another one. But yes, he managed to get another one, leaving it in a 2v1 situation for D2D. And I'm pretty sure D2D Esports will not go for the hunt. They go for the hunt, they know what the stakes at. Their economy might be getting crashed over here. But SCT will not let Fishy Bubbly save that gun. And that is 4th round on board for D2D Esports. Wow. After the performance I've seen from Lethal, looks like things have just changed for me after watching D2D face them.
Okay, right now, Lethal Esports Alpha, they have gone for yet another full buy. Operator for YR21, you've got Frozen Frank. Still, they haven't opened their account just yet. Fishy Bubbly has 4 kills with the Vandal, the Phantom as well. But the economy of D2D is really booming. And as what we saw this round, I think that's pretty much it. The recon board going to reveal the information and the location as both the Owl Drones against each other. So one needs to back off. B-side control has been taken. The Hunter's Wheel goes through from D2D Esports, trying to get rid of Frank, but that's not going to happen. He's going to be flanking the members of D2D, but already you have Flex aware of that, completely flashes the Sova, takes 1 engagement, but Recti Rowdy. 1 Phoenix kills another as the Jet dispatches the Killjoy, and 1 Sova kills another. This is going blow for blow. The Bladestorm is out, the Run It Back is out as well. Everyone is ready on the side of Lethal Esports Alpha to try and create an APR, to try and retake the site. A CT goes down and out. You have YB God sitting comfortably with the Rolling Thunder in his hands. Oh no, this is a big problem for Lethal Esports Alpha. The Cosmic Divide is here. Recti Rowdy from behind. D2D Astronaut dispatches him as YR21 gets 1 kill, but is there enough time to defuse the spike? That is the biggest question. It won't be defused. Everyone dies as 1 final blast takes them away, and 1 final blast swoops the economy of Lethal Esports Alpha as well.
Well, I guess there's a reason why D2D is being so aggressive. Maybe they are the ones who have a match to play, and It's like they're just putting out a hard W press. As we have a Sova to Sova player card right now with Frank absolutely sitting down with 0 kills and Astronaut with 7 kills, 3 deaths and 2 assists. Well, I guess he's doing a good job at least, I would say. And Lethal Esports, they don't know what to do right now. The aggression from D2D is so good that they completely don't understand where the C-bomb side is all left to the open with the abilities. I don't think they can retrieve the C-bomb side. The bomb side has already been given into the favor of D2D Esports. A lot of aggression has been made, but I guess Wire to 1 from the CT is trying to make a difference. He gets 1 kill over towards the CT. The Jet player, he has a dash to Smokes to be working with. YB gets 1, Astronaut gets 1. Recti Rowdy is going to be the man you want. And Frozen with the Judge left on his gun. He is trying to take long range fights. And Bubbly finally takes Kawhi down. It's the last man standing. Astronaut, he's trying to put down Shark. That's to a real good use. 88 HP left. And I guess Astronaut is yet he managed to get a triple kill. Man has just awestruck the entire audience right now. He was concussed, he was hit by 2 enemies, and yet he still makes the clutch happen. What did I just notice from Astronaut? What?
BYB fam, going to Astral to do them
How is that possible? My god. D2D Esports doesn't look like they can be defeated anytime soon. Lethal Esports are trying their best, but this may just be a whitewash. Frozen after 6 rounds hasn't yet started with the no kills on board. CK's just push right, tries to get rid of the Astra, but the turret is going to range. It gets the kill. Kawhi is present, he gets the second kill, and meeting up against the other Astra to secure this kill. The third ball goes through, but Recti cannot capitalize on that.
1 enemy remaining.
But there is another Phoenix on board, and that's going to be a lot of the kills. And that is the end of the round. Yet another one in favor of D2D Esports, and my god, are they really looking strong. Yeah, that's it. Nothing much to be said.
You know, the previous round, before the round began, we saw the Sova's player 2 player card, Franco versus Astronaut. It was on 7 kills, and in just a round, he switches it down to 12 kills. That was a 4 kill round for him. He puts a shock dart, gets himself a double kill through the concussion. And now tell me, what has this guy been eating? I'm pretty sure he's high on energy right now. And he's just trying to make all the difference in the world. And that shock dart might not do any damage, but I guess it'll give them enough chance to be going in for a push over towards the B-bomb side. And that Molotov will stop the rush from the ceilings. And I guess there's nobody starting over towards here. And Kawhi already gets an entry over towards the garage. And now it's all in the hands of Frozen. Frozen gets to 1. That's a CT going down. I somewhere feel like SCT is not really having a good day, because SCT is the guy who has been mostly picked off by Lethal Esports. I mean, he was the guy who kept dying for a long time. But as long as D2D Esports is carrying away with rounds in the hands, I don't think that's a problem.
Spike down. Last player standing.
And this may just be it. The first round for Lethal Esports Alpha, unless Frank has to say something. Not going to happen this time, as finally Lethal Esports Alpha get a round victory. A desperately needed round victory. It was their full buy. They'll be going for full buy yet again. But D2D Esports, even they can buy a lot of guns. And unfortunately, that's the problem happening right now. Lethal Esports just aren't winning their gunfights. If you look at YR21, 7 kills, 6 kills for Fishy Bubbly, Recti Rowdy 9. But you look at their bottom 2, 3 and 1 for Frozen and Frank respectively. And then the bottom 2 of D2D, which are going to be Kawhi and Asite. Both of them have 4 each. This is another major difference that's been taking place between the fraggers. And unfortunately, the major problem is there isn't anything wrong strategically with Lethal Esports Alpha, except for a few mistakes here and there. It's just that they're losing their 1v1s. Right now, this may just be a good example of that. YR21, he's sitting comfortably with the operator. Recti Rowdy going to be pushing through. Jet's head was spotted, but she falls back safely. Recti Rowdy is there on the hunt. He secures the kill. This was far better. The attackers have A-side control. They can try to plant the spike as soon as possible. Jet will be peeking wide with the AWP. I don't know if that's a good or bad choice, but I guess we'll find out.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Well, looks like it's all in the hands of Flex right now. He's already pushed way towards CT, but it was just his ultimate, nothing to be worried about. With the location has been revealed away, and Flex is trying to use his flash over towards the CT. He's gonna put that or he's gonna put that wall. He still managed to get a frag. Even though he was concussed, and right now he was looking to get towards the CT. There was 4 and gets 1. And with that, Hunter's Fury coming in, that damage has been done. Putting out towards 3 people situation, absolutely no HP left, and Frozen gets another one. I guess the shotgun might be coming into the play, and the defuse might be getting stopped with the molly. It might be happening that D2D Esports will be losing this round, unfortunately, as Lethal Esports they stick to the defuse. And Astronaut, even after happening that, he still managed to take each and every player down from Lethal Esports. If he goes down, he's gonna take everybody down. I wish he had a little more time, you know, Astronaut. If he only had like a time of 5 seconds more, it could have been easy to entirely wash the Lethal Esports army over there.
Yeah, in this case, the Killjoy lockdown was really executed at the perfect time, especially with regards to the Cosmic Divide as well. I believe that was from Fishy, oh no, maybe that was from Kawhi as well. But yeah, that Cosmic Divide helped the members of Lethal Esports Alpha just be ready behind it, and the lockdown was forcing everyone to push behind. All of the attackers had to push behind, and then the defenders just retook the site. As right now, the attackers are going to be the ones taking the site. A CT with the opening kill onto the exit out. A CT is going to be pushing through with his whirlwind, trying to catch some of the players alongside his moving his location is known, takes the duel, wins the duel, as only 2 people remain on D2D. Make that only one as Fishy Bubbly gets yet another favorite.
One enemy remaining.
We've seen him do a lot of clutches before. We'll see it again.
Good thing I was with you.
As he takes
Oh,
that
man.
down to a 0v1.
This man is just an insane man. This man, he has a method to his madness, and is completely putting each and every word of that sentence true. And wow, Lethal Esports looks like they're surprised, just as me, and I'm pretty sure you're surprised as well. It's just a piece of cake for Astronaut. The clutches are meant to be his side, as we have both the Jets player cards head to head via to 1 versus a CT. CT is not performing that much. He used to perform really well back then. He has 5 kills, and Y2A1 leading with 7 kills through his hands. Now he's going to be using his Blade Storm out as a flash will coming through Phoenix, and look at Frozen's position. But unfortunately, his position was given away due to the drone. And of course, he'll be getting taken down, and Fishy Bubbly has a really good aim with the Deagle, I would say. He has a really good aim with the Sheriff, and he's putting everything to his use. Both of the players will be moving over towards the longs, as I really don't want to actually play on the side, as it's an easy one for them. Directly Rowdy's making all the difference. He's come down to the bomb side. It's an eco round for them, and they are trying to shoot through the wall as the ultimate from YB God comes, and what a perfect thing to be matching as D2D. Astronaut comes in for the play from the garage exactly at the moment when the ultimate of YB God comes in. Everybody was concussed. It was a chance for Astronaut to get more kills, and look at this man. It's just 10 rounds and he already has 21 kills to his name. 21 kills. None of the others have at least the kills of 10.
Yeah, I have to see his average combat score. Yesterday, I think we saw the highest combat score in total of in Esportz Premier Series. I think it was 452 achieved by from the side of Team Simple, who we'll be seeing after this game only. And we'll be seeing him against a new team. But yeah, right now the average combat score of Astronaut, I really want to see it, because it may just be as high as his name goes. Again, not the best of jokes, but again, if all of our audience members, if you want to see good jokes, go and download the Josh app, because that's where the real comedy is. You'll be sure to have a barrel of laughs, because again, my jokes aren't good. Yesterday as well against Clean Gravity, I really struggled, as right now Lethal Esports Alpha are struggling to combat this execute. However, this is a good start. Frank, he uses the Hunter's Fury, lands a kill, and now it's going to be, Jet completely in this corner using the Blade Storm to get a kill. But is it going to be successful? With Flex on the hunt and Flex with the backstab, it may just not be. Oh, he's looking at the completely aware, completely flashed, and he lands 2 kills, uses the run it back, tries to win another one of the gunfights as Recti Rowdy
One enemy remaining.
final duel, but Flex wins it. Can he get the ace? He'll be trying, but no, it'll be YB God finishing the things, and that is the first half
Switching
completed.
sides.
Well, that sums up the first half for us. 10-2 is going with the score. T2D Esports entirely shutting it down, and looks like this match might be over even before we talk about it. And look at Flex just being in his natural habitat, flashing enemies and getting kills done, I would say. Flex is also, a really good player with a lot of potential, I would say. And T2D Esports quickly ending things. In the first half, 10-2 is the score, and Fishy Bubbly will be standing on top of the leaderboard with 10 kills. And we have, of course, T2D Astronaut with 21 kills on top of the server. 5 seconds, and we move into the second half as we have both of the top fraggers, Astronaut with 21 and Fishy Bubbly with 10. Astronaut has 5 kills itself. That gives him an insane amount of KD with 7 assists. My favorite, and I think T2D, it was way too early for them to be putting this push. And I guess Lethal Esports read the way how things work for them, and that is going to give an easy execution. But I guess YB on the other hand, he managed to get to 1 kill, and Kawaii gets another, which puts us in a 3v3 situation. And the HP for the Jet and the Astra from Lethal is actually low. Now we might be seeing a balance, or maybe not, as Frozen is trying to push towards, and YB gets another one. YB reminds me of Hyvan. His aggression, his calls, the way he's executing the bomb site, everything is so beautiful from him. And a C-Team and Lethal. I think both three of them are low HP. Lethal Esports, Astra and Phoenix, both of them, like, they can barely heal up themselves with the spike being dropped down in the mid in the hands of Frozen. And I guess a CTA with 22 HP won't be able to do much, as YB God is looking over towards the Yearlongs. And I guess mid has already been pushed by Recti Rowdy. He's going to take the spike and he's trying to slowly walk back into the B-bomb side, which is going to give YB God to hunt them down. And he spots out both of the players. Astra is literally standing over towards in the cubby, and Recti Rowdy, absolutely with no HP left, will be going down with YB. It was a great start in the round for Lethal Esports by getting that double kill, but I guess that's not enough because T2D has very outstanding individual potential players who can get the rounds into their hands.
I was crying. The spike. How can Lethal Esports Alpha? They made entry into the bomb site. They got those 2 kills on Yearlong. Yet you had Frozen just sitting comfortably towards the spawn with the spike, and he did not move from that position. And once he lost the gunfight to YB God, the spike was dropped. I don't know what Lethal Esports did right there. The amount of damage they caused themselves, and right now D2D, well, they can capitalize on that. Fishy Bubbly already got a kill, will be dying right now.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
One
enemy remaining.
By Via 21, but this is too late. The previous round was a mistake, and now Lethal Esports Alpha, well, they have to suffer the consequences of that as D2D Esports get match point for themselves. I'm sorry, but I have to highlight it again. What happened in that pistol round? Frozen, he was... Well, again, pardon my bad pun, but he was frozen in his place. He didn't move at all. I have no clue what just happened.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it was YB which happened. Over towards the A-longs, he pushes up, he gets a frag, he goes to the mid, he gets another one, and he gets a 3rd kill. He made all the difference on the earth, to be honest. And Astronaut and Flex, they actually had a very bad option, and I guess Frozen is not at all welcoming over here as he gets a double kill, and that's going to put Lethal in a huge advantage. As T2D Esports, they haven't gone for a buy. They only went for a rifle buy. They went for a semi buy instead of a rifle buy, but I guess Lethal has some other plans to do with the shock dart landing over to his A-bomb set, but it's exactly not where it has been planted down, and Astronaut is going to put the recon at the right time. It's a 5v3 retake coming, and most of the player's position has been revealed away with the flash coming through. I guess the recon will take away the positions, and I guess it's Recti Rowdy and Frank pretty much ending things for D2D Esports with a match point. D2D will delay their victory as Lethal gets the 3rd round on board, shutting the economy for D2D Esports. That was a crazy round coming in from Frozen. Only if he had the same enthusiasm from the first round, it could have been a great match.
It could have been, and speaking of matches as well, the members of the next match, TRUERIPPERS Esports and Team Simple, they'll be watching this performance from D2D Esports. They'll be, surely noting down what the major plays are, and especially it has to be, the rush gameplay that they end up doing a lot of the time. Right now as well, D2D they have to hold down the push. There go the Sheriff's shots. Not landing a lot of times from Flex as he has to heal up himself. Lethal Esports Alpha, all of them are ready to go for the execute already. There goes the first kill in their favor. Fishy Bubbly has made his way in towards the A shot as well, but for while he's going to retaliate just a little bit as he gets another kill.
Enemy remaining.
Astronaut with the follow-up.
Spike
Astronaut
down
with the second,
A.
and only one person remains from Lethal Esports Alpha. Oh no, the rolling thunder has
Last
been
player
activated as well.
standing.
Astra going to be peeking wide. That was a bit of a mistake as we see the Phantom versus the Sheriff. Breach is going to be using a bit of his time. He's going to be flashing as well as he's just waiting to make some play. The Phoenix has the spike. He'll be choosing to plant it down in the A bomb site as the Breach prepares for a follow through, for a backstab. Doesn't have a good gun just yet, but I think in his journey towards A shot, he'll be able to pick up a Phantom or a Vandal. More importantly, YB God, everything is on him. Look at the utility he has. The aftershock, the flashes, the fault line as well. Meanwhile, Phoenix only has his ult. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting duel. A potentially match-ending duel as Phoenix is holding the crossfire. He spots the breach. The breach goes for the flash. The Phoenix has to fall back. Going to regroup towards heaven as the breach completes the and Phoenix wins the duel. And that is the 4th round courtesy of Flexi Rowdy.
Well, looks like Lethal Esports having a good time. Finally, after losing too many rounds, they realize the fact that they're on the bad side right now. And looks like Lethal Esports, after getting that round, they'll be quite confident. And talking about Team D2D Esports, they can do better. I mean, it was their eco, and I'm pretty sure that they have a full buy round right now. And they're pretty much gonna stop Lethal Esports from doing so. And as the round starts, it's going to be a hell of a round, I would say, because it's a match point and the victory has been already delayed, way too delayed for them. Y2R1 already gets an entry over towards Flex, and now that is early pick from D2D Esports. I would say Rocky Rowdy putting that flame ball might be helping him out a little bit, or maybe not. YB God has a judge in his hand and is playing towards the close quarters, which can actually be a threat to Lethal Esports, I would say. And look at D2D Esports. Absolutely have no patience. The Astronaut is already pushed away over towards the mid, which was unnecessary if you ask me.
Oh, Phoenix. Oh my god. Not aware. There's the first kill. YB God even peeking wide. Gets another. There goes the flash again. Going to flash. So what? There's the third for YB God. Astronaut is there for the follow-up. He has the recon bolt and the owl drone as well. A CT is also present inside, and I think
one enemy remaining.
Astronaut has something to say about
Defenders
it.
win.
He will be securing the win for D2D Esports. They will be moving over to the round of 16 as the journey of Lethal Esports Alpha comes to a finishing close.
Well, looks like that is it for the round of 32. And D2D Esports, quite an insane performance. D2D Esports, you've completely awestruck me, and I guess it's just not me who is in a shock right now. Of course, all the audience as well. And talking about Lethal Esports, they did put up a fight. At least they did try to do so. And talking about D2D, they've just shut them down.
Yeah, D2D, it was a very dominating performance from their side. Nothing much can be said about it. Their opponents, they tried their best, but unfortunately, well, yeah, that's all she wrote. So a nice performance from D2D. I am excited to see them play against the winners of Team Simple versus TRUERIPPERS Esports, which will be our next game. Right now, again, I also have to see the MVP screen, which will be on screens in a very, very short while, in a minute or so. But apart from that, I think the MVP is clear. I think it's going to be Astronaut. It's just by how many kills did that man get. Another good contender is also going to be YB God. And yet again, let's bring up the screen as well. I just have to see who has the kills and what is the biggest difference.
Astronaut, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Astronaut
Yep.
has okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
a 382 ACS. Okay, 25 kills. YB God with 20 kills as well. So nice performances all round. Even from Asite playing the Jet and Flex playing the Phoenix as the duelist, they didn't get a lot of frags. However, you had the Sova and Breach to back you up, and I guess that's fine for D2D esports.
Well, looks like Lethal Esports did put up a good performance after all, especially our Recti Rowdy, who was trying his level best. He got 17 kills, 297 ACS, and that's a 1.1 KD. Although JJ well played for Lethal Esports, and that's a win for D2D. That's a win for D2D Esports.
Yep, that is the win. Certainly better performance from their side, I have to say. This was really looking good. And like I mentioned, I'm looking forward to seeing their next game as right now, things are certainly looking good. I have to say D2D, they're looking good, but now we have to see what their future opponents will have to say and what their future opponents will show. Before we head into TRUERIPPERS up against Team Simple, we'll be taking a small break. We'll be back, but till then, this has been Esportz Premier Series presented by Joe Sharp, powered by Hell Energy Drink. I'm CSV, joined alongside Elika, and yeah, we'll be right back.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell Energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell Energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Welcome back everyone to Esports Premier Series presented by Josha, powered by Hell Energy Drink. This is our group stage play day number 4. The round of 32 has started. We have already gone through 2 matches so far. This is going to be the final match on stream for today between TRUERIPPERS TRUERIPPERS Esports and Team Simple.
Yes, and after the first 2 matches getting done and dusted, and looks like Team FUFOO Esports, the first match we had FUFOO, that was actually a good match to be watching out for. And the second match, it was quite fast. I don't know, it went as fast as a shooting star, and we definitely ended the second match very well into the favor of D2D Sports 13-4. And the last match of the day is TRUERIPPERS Esports versus Team Simple. And TRUERIPPERS Esports, they are known for their aggression, and I feel like Team Simple can put up a good fight.
Yeah, yesterday we saw a lot of aggression from Team Simple as well back when they played against Team Gravity. Yesterday I think the map was Haven. Today I believe the map is going to be different. If I'm not wrong, this match will be conducted on Ascent. Yeah, it will be conducted on Ascent. So a map which on which we haven't seen Team Simple play just yet. However, like I had mentioned yesterday, when Team Simple played against Team Gravity, it was 13-0. There was no competition whatsoever. Now is a more equally matched duel, or perhaps I think so, it's going to be a more equally matched duel. Now it's going to come down to the fraggers who really had a lot of kills yesterday. I'm talking about Helar. As the Jet, he had an insane performance, 452 average combat score, I think above 20 kills he had as well. So now against equally matched opponents, is his performance going to be the same? Is his performance going to improve if it can, or is it going to deteriorate, rendering his team in jeopardy and possibly a loss to the side of Team Simple? All of these questions, they will only be answered as soon as we head into the game, which will be in a few more minutes. But yeah, another big storyline is surely going to be something that I have been saying since the start of today, is the winners of this match, well, they'll be paired up against the winners of previous match. And for that reason,
is D2D.
everyone, yeah, that's going to be D2D Esports. So yeah, I think both TRUERIPPERS and Team Simple, they would have been looking at the playstyle of D2D Esports. They would have been seeing them play, and the same goes for D2D as well. Now they'll be watching this match and they'll be looking, okay, these two teams, how exactly can we counter them on our next matchup? And that is certainly going to be a recipe for a very interesting matchup the next time we see them in the round of 16s.
Well, as you said, I've also done a little homework on TRUERIPPERS Esports, but TRUERIPPERS Esports, they had a lot of roster changes so far. And I guess if there is few players who have the potential, I would say it is Paradox being one of them, who is a really good player, by the way. He was recently, you know, on top of every tournament that he was playing, and of course, he was almost in the verge of making the country proud. And of course, he is still making everybody proud. And he's a young player. He has a lot of energy in him, a lot of dedication in him, which he can put to in many good uses. And I guess that's what exactly he has been trying to do so far. And I'm excited that truly because they haven't been having any luck since the first qualifier. I expect they have some in the qualifier number 3. Well, we saw a lot of teams who had luck in previous qualifiers getting strike down, like FUFOO Esports. They made it to the top 4, striking down 62 teams, and unfortunately they just get lost in 32 round. I mean, that was unfair. I wasn't really expecting that to be coming in from FUFOO Esports. I expected a huge strike, but I guess Team Valor was even more confident. As I said, all they wanted was the team coordination, and Strokey definitely let that happen, which gave them the advantage. And Bullet and Pixels, they were the two important persons of the team. They were putting shock darts, they were putting all the toxic abilities. And yes, we are back to the map of Ascent, and Team Simple will be starting off at defenders, where TRUERIPPERS Esports will be starting off at attackers. We have Master, One Tap, Relic, Crosshair, and Paradox. Well, on the paper, I would say TRUERIPPERS is the strongest team, and Team Simple, they have Hell Triple R, Power, ASTF, KPKP1, and Melody. KPKP being one of the controller for the teams. I don't know if he can frag much. Even in the previous game, yesterday's, he wasn't not fragging much. But if you are playing against TRUERIPPER, you should definitely have the ability to frag.
Well, right now it looks like there's going to be a bit of agent change. It's going to be Power playing the Jet, and Hela is going to be playing the Phoenix. Whereas for the side of TrueRippers Esports, they've gone for the Omen. All right, interesting pick. They've also gone for the Cypher, on the contrary to Killjoy. So TrueRippers Esports, they're going for agents who used to really be popular, but now they have been subsided. If you look at Omen, you know, he really used to be popular, used to be more picked than Brimstone as well, but now he is you know, currently subsided by Astra and even Viper to an extent. The same thing goes for Cypher. He used to be popular, but now Sage and Killjoy hold more of the market share, and that's exactly what we're seeing from the side of TrueRippers. So yeah, interesting pickups and interesting agent compositions they've gone for. Meanwhile, for the side of TrueRippers Esports, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. You know, they've gone for all of these agent. It feels like a very standard composition. I believe I saw the Sova, you had the Phoenix and the Jet, you have one duelist, one controller, that's about it. Very basic, nothing out of the ordinary. And I guess at the end of the day, that's exactly what both of these teams are going to be playing for. They don't want to take any major risk. They don't want to experiment a lot with their compositions, not in an official tournament match where a lot is at stake and, you know, you only get one chance. If you lose here, you lose everything. But yeah, it looks like, you know, we'll be jumping into the game very quickly. So yeah, are there any specific agents or any specific anomalies you spotted in this composition, in these compositions?
Yes, I feel like Phoenix is a must and should in the map of SN because it is quite confident to have a Phoenix, and of course the Killjoy and Cypher. I would usually say if you're starting off on the attacking, people usually tend to take Killjoy, and if you're starting off with the defending, they have Cypher. But looks like things have swapped up here. TrueRippers Esports will be walking with Cypher in the hand so that the rotation, the flanks, the backstabs can be handled very well. And Relic is known for one of the best Cypher players yet. Crosshair is known for his best Sova plays, and one tap guard is a great controller. And KPKP1 going in for the Astra pick can actually mean a lot. As I said, it's a Jet and Phoenix are common. We have both the similar picks, and we also have a Sova coming in. Now, all we need to look forward for is the Sentinel and the controller pick. Looks like one tap god is very sure about his Omen plays, and KPKP1 is going to be sticking to Astra, where Melody will be picking up to Killjoy. And Relic is still not logged upon the agent, and I somewhere feel like he will be sticking to Cypher as well. Yeah, there you go. He will be sticking to Cypher as well, which is going to let us decide that both of them have an equal opportunity. Both of them are balanced, if you ask me, agents wisely. And according to firepower, I think TrueRipper has a slight more chance.
Yeah, surely, you know, again, very regular agent composition is the North American standard. You know, you have two duelists. In this case, for both of the teams, it's going to be Jet and Phoenix. You've got the primary initiator, which is Sova, and that's the thing about the North American standard. You can't just have any initiator. It needs to be a Sova, thanks to his proxy by entry methods of the Owl Drone, of the Recon Bolt as well. But now we have to see the Sova in play on both of the teams, and for that reason, let's jump into the game. Let's see, you know, what the pistol round holds for us. Everyone is ready. All the players, you know, they are buying their guns. They have brought the shields as well. On the side of TrueRippers Esports, they'll be starting out on attack. Meanwhile, it will be the defense of Team Simple. And yeah, Team Simple only now they're still taking their time, you know, going for their final setups and going for their final placements in the bomb site as well. 10 seconds remaining. Killjoy hasn't placed any of a utility. The same goes for Astra as well. Quite interesting, but okay. And now they're in their final positions, and it's more or less up to TrueRippers to make a nice statement, starting off very early with a victory.
Well, it all depends again on the way how TrueRippers Esports wanted to execute. It looks like Paradox is just pressing the W. So what again gets a frag on towards A shot. And with that set and done, he's already secured the control over towards the A bomb side, which means the spike will be going down. Master gets another one over towards the shot, and he's looking for more kills right now. Well, he has tagged this over to a lot in the enemy where Paradox will be grabbing himself a triple and maybe a quad coming in. There you go. That's a flawless round coming in from TrueRippers Esports. Beautifully executed and attacking round. And as I told you, TrueRippers Esports is a really aggressive team.
They are, and looks like we'll be seeing a second pistol round. Yeah, not a lot of guns brought out. I mean, yeah, all pistols. True Rippers, all they've done is just bought armor for themselves, and okay, we're finally seeing one or two Spectres here and there, but yeah, they're not investing a lot of their credits. They want to be on the same credits as Team Simple. As we can see, yeah, look at the credits, they're more or less the same. So I think what True Rippers are planning for is
One enemy remaining.
planning a massacre as he picks up 3 kills, and oh my god, this was a Valorant speedrun. I mean, in terms of speedruns, I've just seen, you know, Mario games being speedrun, but this was a Valorant speedrun. I think we can surely upload this to Guinness Book of World Records, but because I genuinely think this was a speedrun in of itself. A tournament match being completed, a tournament round being completed within 5, 6, 7, 6
Seconds.
what?
Yeah.
6 seconds. Okay, yeah,
I mean, if there was only one recording that, I'm pretty sure that there would be a Guinness. Let's find out if there's actually a record based on the round that we finish on Valorant. Well, apart from that, looks like Power is trying to get some power over towards the A-shots, but I guess it will be a fail for him as Relic goes for an immediate trade. And Sova, he's being very aggressive, and what the
Last player standing.
actual heaven happened over there? He managed to get himself a triple kill. KP gets a 1, which leads to Esportz to the last man standing with 2 Shark Darts and a Spike and a Spectre left on his hand. Well, that's a prime Spectre. I pretty much saw it coming through because after losing 2 rounds, Team Simple, they have to go for a full buy right now, and definitely they are going in for a full buy right now, and Melody is putting the turret over towards the mid. Even if Sova, the crosshair, tries to, you know, switches, he even tries to push towards the B means, I think he'll get caught by the turret. And absolutely with barely any HP left. Oh, the turret is actually placed a little more forward. He'll be taking the op, which will give the position of his away, or maybe not. Wait, all the players are still standing over there, and yes, he did walk past with the dinosaur grenade. He still managed to get a plan over towards the B-bomb side, and I guess that recon might be helping him get some info. Oh, there you go. It actually spotted 2 of the players, but I guess it's actually not really into his hands. And Melody's gonna pretty much end things and take Crosshair down, putting it on the first round finally for Team Simple.
It's a good bit of retaliation from their side. They won almost all of the gunfights right now. Towards the end, only they lost 2 of their players. But this is good. It means that Team Simple, they are not going to be completely whitewashed, just like what they did to Team Gravity yesterday. They can put up a good fight to whatever True Rippers are bringing to the table, and that's what you like to see. True Rippers, in the meanwhile, the pressure is on them. They're going to go for a full buy. No, they're going to save their guns right now. No, doesn't look like it. They've gone for Phantoms all round, as Paradox is going to be using his Blade Storm and full armor. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Simple as well, only 1 judge. That's the only anomaly. Otherwise, things are looking good.
Out of my way.
And that's what we're going to see as well. The only thing is, Paradox, the top fragger right now, sitting comfortably with 6 kills, is going to be using the Blade Storm. So unless he lands all of his headshots completely, I don't think there's going to be a major difference. I think Paradox will be dead very soon. He needs to land those shots, but that's what Master does as he gets 1 kill. Power with the judge sitting comfortably, and Paradox may just catch one of them. There's the first headshot. He doesn't know about the judge's location, but the judge passes a verdict about the death sentence of Paradox. So right now, Team Simple, they are looking fine and dandy. 3 people still alive. True Rippers as well. A lot of HP on their side. A lot of good guns as they're rotating back to the A-bomb side. But that's where, if we look at the mini-map, so much of the Killjoy utility lies in there. Nano swarms, alarm bots, turrets. I am very sure True Rippers are going to have a hard time making their way through all of that, and that's why they need to be careful. And as I think the Astra rotation is through as well towards the A-bomb side, towards A heaven, so this execution from True Rippers, it's certainly going to be very painstaking.
Revealing area.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Well, according to me, I feel like, you know, True Rippers might have a shot at, you know, walking away with the storm, but I guess oops, Melody just witnessed a crime over there. Is just gonna take Relic down, bring it down to a 2v2 situation where 2 Esports will get the spike planted down, and Melody's
player standing.
far ahead, and I guess Power is the last one standing coming down with the judge in his hand, and he's going to be using the abrupt and managed to get that kill over with the judge. Sometimes, the shotgun, it's actually a good decision, which let Power get another round to his favor. A 3v2 situation going into the favor of Team Simple. 3v2 to a 2v2 and eventually to a 1v1 where TRUERIPPERS Esports lost, unfortunately.
Alright, here you look at the performances from both Jets so far, and Power with that 4k in the previous round puts himself at the top of the board. 5 kills, 3 deaths. Paradox as well, putting a more long-term sustainable performance, with 7 kills and 2 deaths so far. He utilized his blade storms as well, but now we see the judge yet again, even though I believe Team Simple can afford, and especially Power can afford a better gun. Now the team is going towards A shot, but no, the judge is going to be. The Hunter Fury goes through from the Sova present on TRUERIPPERS as they try their best to try and get high control. The Hunter's Fury is going to net them a kill. Paradox present in mid as well. Crosshair is pushing wide. Rel is trying to hold, trying to get kills. He lands one, but Power the judge is going to rule almighty. 1 kill so far. The neural theft going to reveal the locations of all the defenders. The spike is going to be planted. The attackers are second stone. They are ready with their positions. The defenders need to act right now, and that's how they start their acting. With 1 kill of the shock dart. Master holding a very close angle towards that narrow chicane as the Power is going to be pushing through. Cannot land the kill, but yet again the Hunter's Fury gets a kill for itself, and before you know it, Relic is the only
One enemy remaining.
He gets one. He knows about Melody's location, but Melody, yet another 1v1 post-plant scenario. Team Simple secure the dub for themselves.
No, you don't deserve my inventions.
I'm disappointed by TRUERIPPERS. They had a great start to the game. They put 2 unique rounds into the favor for themselves, and they just lose from the next one onwards. Team Simple, they've got 3 rounds back to back, and TRUERIPPERS, oh man, looks like their economy is in troubles right now, and they have to hurdle up against Team Simple if they want to win this map. Although we know for a fact that Ascent is defending Saturn map, but TRUERIPPERS cannot give away the buy rounds. They are definitely good with the firepower. They have to go in for the trades. They have to make the job happen. And Team Simple right now is just looking for one opportunity. Paradox has picked up a Spectre. He's trying to actually take a kill over here, which I think can be quite impossible. The Spectre and half armor, with the Master already getting spotted over to his A shot. I don't think there's much opportunities left for Master unless he gives a beautiful one sheriff key. But he does not even have the HP left, so SDF is going to pretty much take him down with a shock dart, and his hand gets one tap gets one. It's down to a 4v3 situation. TRUERIPPERS, they really don't have the advantage of the number of players alive.
They're going to plant Spike, not for long. Spike still goes down. Relic is going to be pushing deep into the mouth of the line as he tries to get a close combat kill. But there's the lockdown, and oh no, all the attackers in shambles right now. They either have to destroy it, or they have to take duels, or they have to escape the bomb site, which right now seems a bit impossible. Paradox going for the kill, loses that gunfight. The same goes for Relic, and before you know it, it's all down to one tap god. Well, he needs to live up to his name right now, as I believe he's detained. So yeah, isn't going to be hitting any 1 taps anytime soon, as it's going to be Hela picking up the final kill. And TRUERIPPERS, okay, they have planted the spike 4 rounds consecutively, but it is the post plant where they seem to be just going wrong completely. At times, unfortunately, they lose a lot of manpower early on. A lot of their people die, and because of that, the executes are just stunted to their fullest potential. At other times, Team Simple, they utilize their utility nicely. I'm talking about the lockdown that we just saw from Melody, and no matter what, TRUERIPPERS just cannot get a hold of this game after the first 2 rounds. They are down 2 rounds, and yeah, on attack, on Ascent, you need to be putting these up, otherwise it's going to be quite tough heading into your defense.
Take flight.
Well, as you said, Team Simple already has major advantage, and I don't think TRUERIPPERS Esports will be putting that to any use right now. And I guess Power with that judge, he is doing wonders, and I guess it's going to be a B-bomb side hit as ASTF is trying to get a peek. Apart from the fact, I can also see that Paradox is trying to get frags out of the B bomb set as he already has the control of it.
One
4 to
enemy
2,
remaining.
and it's down to a 5-1 situation, and things are going to pretty much end for KPKP as well as Master goes down. 4 to 3 to Esports might be coming back any moment right now.
Yeah, TRUERIPPERS Esports, you know, they showed a lot of potential early on, then they lost a lot of their post plants. Always the spike was diffused. Now they've won a round. That is good, but then again you are not entirely sure, you know, what exactly is going to happen. So with all of that being said and done, I'd say that things are looking good. You know, we look at the kills as well. Yeah, ASDF is putting in a lot more effort than Crosshair, who only has 2 kills but 4 assists. And oh my god, almost everyone from TRUERIPPERS has been spotted. The jet dashes in. Unfortunately has been shut down preemptively, as it looks like the it looks like the same thing happens with the execute as well. 2 kills, that's the third, going in favor of KP. He is looking for a 4th. He's hungry.
1 enemy remaining.
He spots him. ASDF gets the kill, but at the end of the day it does not matter. The final person is inside the bomb site, not for long. Team Simple make sure they keep the man advantage. Team Simple make sure they keep the round advantage as well, as it is still a 2-round deficit for TRUERIPPERS. They need to try and make a comeback, but unfortunately right now it is not happening. Unfortunately right now things aren't entirely going in their favor. At the moment they've gone and they've utilized all of their credits, almost all of their utility for a final force buy. If they lose this as well, yeah, it will be very, very sad for them.
Well, looks like Team Simple getting the 5th round on board is definitely not gonna put positive thoughts into the heads of TRUERIPPERS Esports. And look at the position coming in from the jet, and that's a double kill for Tear. 1 tap guard. Pretty sure is going that taps very beautifully, and Tia Master getting another one. He was slowed through the Astra's gravity pull. But 1 tap guard, he's just way too ahead. He's already reached heaven and he's trying to flank over 1 enemy, and I guess it's going to be Melody who gets taken down. With everyone going down, that's just Astra left KP in a 1 versus 5 situation. Even saw it earlier, and I guess the 1 tap guard is going to take him down, putting it a flawless round on board against Team Simple. Wow.
Team Simple, man, right now it is really going back and forth between them. TRUERIPPERS, they are looking strong, but at times they can just lose their footing. It's almost as if, you know, this game is coming down to essentially who gets the opening kill. That is majorly about it. You know, at times you've seen Team Simple just shut down the execution from TRUERIPPERS. You know, we saw that when Paradox tried to dive into the B bomb site, but was later killed by one of their defenders. And in the previous round, we then saw Omen getting a lot of Simple, as right now Paradox tries to go for kills, loses a lot of HP in the process. He brings out the blades from Master with a masterful shot. His run and back still going to be utilized to its fullest potential, as Team Simple are right now struggling a bit. If they can land the shot on Paradox, they can somehow get rid of him, that will be good. But at the end moment, just in the nick of time, he dashes away. As the attackers have A-side control, the defenders completely oblivious to this fact. I am not sure what's happening from Team Simple. I'm not sure what they're thinking. Yeah, a little too late on the rotations. The plant is going down. KP looks like he's going to be pushing just blindly into this dark cover. Falls back, but yeah, this is not a good scenario at all. This is not a good retake for Team Simple, unless they get a lot of kills on board, which, well, okay, credit to them. They've started off on the good foot, but it's still a 4v4 with the HP advantage being TRUERIPPERS.
Well, it's like with already most of the frags set, and then I guess it's going to be TRUERIPPERS Esports who do off over this round, because there's absolutely no time left. But I guess, wait, the bomb refusal has been coming through, and Undisputed definitely going to do a lot of damage. Ready on the other hand, giving more hand setup and comes through the collateral. Crosshair goes down. It's 5-5. TRUERIPPERS Esports are back in the action, and I'm pretty sure I miss TRUERIPPERS Esports, the way how they used to put aggression, and now after losing 5 rounds to Team Simple, they have to learn things the hard way.
TRUERIPPERS right now, alright, you know, They've lost a few rounds, they've bounced back stronger from it, rectified the mistakes. They're looking good. Yet again, in the previous round, they won the opening duel. Paradox, you know, he was about to die towards the B main bomb site, but then he survived. As right now, yet again, yeah, Paradox in the same location. It's a semi-eco coming from Team Simple, you know, Sheriff's on board. So in theory, TRUERIPPERS, this should be a victory for them, granting them the round lead against their opponents. However, things really changed. We see the Sheriff shots come out from Melody. You have the judge as well.
I know
Paradox,
exactly.
Indefinitely good shots. It was the second Paradox. It was Power who loses his life towards the market area and well loses the judge as well as Master.
One enemy remaining.
One Phoenix, just like the previous round, kills another, and before you know it, India, a single person survives. Simple, not for long. One tap god lands the one tap headshot from with a wall bang as well. And
Last round
yet
before the
another
switch.
round, and that is the round lead for TRUERIPPERS. Can they end up the first, and can they end the first half with a victory and a 2-round lead by making it a 7-5?
Turret out. I mean, they can. Esports, if they get this round, it's 7-5, or if Team Simple takes it down, it's 6-6. That means the first half goes to both of the favor. But I still feel like Esports are on the advantageous side because they are on the attacking side, and Ascent is usually the defending side and map. Paradox is trying to go for early peaks, and look at Crosshair. It's just patiently waiting for the rotations to be walking in, but I guess none of them will be falling in for the bait. As Paradox has already given away his position enough already in shot. Although he has a Phantom, he's just trying to use his blades for a weird reason. I don't know. Blades have more accuracy, I believe so. Oh, and that's going to give him a net shot. And Helar is going to take Paradox down, unfortunately. Now that is an oops moment.
Yeah, that certainly isn't the best from the side of, well, I mean, from either one of these teams, you know. Right now they're ready, right now they are trying their best TRUERIPPERS Esports to get map control. However, a lot of time has passed, half of the round is gone, and yet again, TRUERIPPERS don't have a lot to show for it. You know, the spike is bouncing back and forth between B bomb site, A bomb site. Right now, it is there towards B main. Right now, the members of Team Simple are ready to hold the push as Hela. He peeks wide, and yet again, we may just see a Phoenix versus Phoenix. No, the run and back expires, and yeah, the rotations are going through. So all of the defenders, they are now aware of this execute, and even, you know, on the side of TRUERIPPERS right now, they need to plant the spike, but ASDF, he can create chaos, but no, it's going to be Power landing the shots as the same happens for KP. The spike may just be diffused in an instant. Power is taking those gunfights, finally has been killed by Crosshair. Half diffused is the spike. The Cosmic Divide goes through. This is the final round of the first half. Hela secures the kill. KP, well, he knives one tap god, I'm not sure what happened there. But Team Simple and TRUERIPPERS Esports, this is a neck-and-neck game as we head into the second half with an even Steven score.
Yep. Even Steven looks like Team Simple finally made their way. And they got the last round, which is actually not surprising for me. Because Team Simple is putting the same amount of performance as TRUERIPPER and TRUERIPPER. Let's see what they've got to show in the defender's side. Now switching down to defending side can be an advantage. I mean, 6 rounds in attacking is just way too enough. And we have both the players, that is ASDF versus one tap god. ASDF sitting down with 9 kills and one tap with 11 kills.
Right, so right now it looks like the side of well, both the teams that they are ready to take on this pistol round. Looks like, you know, it just looks like there's a small technical pause by TRUERIPPERS. Let's hope you know, they don't have to encounter what FUFOO Esports had to encounter. Let's hope this gets resolved very quickly and we can get back to plenty of Valorant action, because yet again, FUFOO Esports, yeah, the momentum was really disrupted from their side because of the long breaks, and unfortunately nothing could be done about that. right now both the teams are looking strong. And yet again, heading into this pistol round, I mean, the fact that both the teams have 6 rounds on board means that the team that wins the pistol round and most likely the follow-up as well, they'll be at such a significant advantage compared to their opponents. They'll be far stronger, and it's because of that reason why I think both of these teams, they have to give their level best into this pistol round. You know, they need to start they just need to win essentially, as right now we see some sort of ritual. You know, this isn't Valorant, this feels like Assassin's Creed. You know, you have one person floating on the screen, you have people going around them. Okay, yeah, again, all of that aside, looks like you know, Team Simple, their preparations are really going nicely. I'm sure they are summoning the Valorant gods to give them good guns and to possibly grant them a Vandal in this pistol round. I think, yeah, this is possibly the ritual. But again, all jokes aside, I think on the side of TRUERIPPERS as well, they have bounced back from a few round losses here and there, and for that reason, things would be looking good. And it looks like, yeah, unfortunately from their side, one tap god has unfortunately disconnected. So as soon as he reconnects back, you know, we can jump straight into the game. But in the meanwhile, Team Simple, again, I can't talk about anything else with this. You know, with watching this, I have no clue what's going on.
Oh, wait. Team Simple is trying to do something. Okay, Astra is the god here, and Team Simple is actually trying to pray Astra right now. Look at the naughty Phoenix, he's just walking away. He should definitely regroup with his mates and try to pray for Astra. But I really love the way how they are trying to do something different for the stream. Oh, that's a lot of content. I just hope it goes down in the highlights for sure. It might not be the kills, but it actually gives a cool view of Astra getting surrounded by all the other players. As you know, Astral form can do a lot of multiple tasks. I mean, a lot of multitasks, and everybody's just trying to be up at this moment.
Yeah, like I said, this is not something out of Valorant. This is possibly something out of like Assassin's Creed. You have one person floating and then people surrounding them, hoping to win the battle of well, whatever Assassin's Creed was about. There have been plenty of them. So right now, you're still on the side of TRUERIPPERS. You know, we are still waiting for one tap god. You know, we are still looking and we are still waiting, but otherwise, again, I'm not sure, you know, what exactly is going to happen in this pistol round, because that is one of the most important things. Like I said previously, the team that wins the pistol round is essentially, and wins possibly the follow-up round as well, most likely, they are going to be at such a significant advantage heading into the second round, and you know, heading into the third round as well, because they'll have a 2-round lead, 8-6, and that's possibly when well, both the teams basically will have to try their best. The team that wins the 2 rounds, well, of course, they can keep on, you know, continuing that I don't know, they can keep on continuing that winning streak and put more and more rounds on board. Whereas the team that lost the 2 rounds, they'll be looking to essentially regroup themselves, and they'll be looking to, you know, catch up to this lead instantly and equalize the score once again. So a lot to play for. The pistol round and the follow-up round arguably going to really be important. And right now with the scorecard as well, we can see that, you know, one tap god, the top fragger for TRUERIPPERS, has disconnected. So again, I don't think they'd like to play a 4v5 at all. That's why, you know, they have some time for him to reconnect back, you know, with whatever technical difficulty he's having. Whereas for Master as well, as a Phoenix, he's been putting good performances, and all round for the side of TRUERIPPERS, you know, this is one of their redeeming qualities, that, you know, they have that's why, you know, TRUERIPPERS right now, you know, they have the, I mean, yeah, that's why all of their performances are certainly looking good. And you've got the Omen, you've got the Phoenix, the Cypher, Jet as well. But Team Simple, yeah, even their performances have been quite consistent. You know, 9 kills. You have 8 kills on power as well. So it all is looking good. But at the same time, I really like possibly one major hero play take place, with which a team can secure a lot of their rounds. You know, we saw that early on with Power and his Judge plays. I'd certainly like the Judge to be brought back once again, and for a lot of kills to happen with that gun.
Yeah. Do you think that this map is good for Judge? I mean, I really do think that, Judge is good because after what Power has shown me, a lot of things have changed. When that clutch was done by Power, I really was surprised about the fact that it was an easy one. But yeah, looks like we are going to have a lengthy break, right? Like a lengthy timeout because of one of the player getting disconnected. That's one tap god. Unfortunately, he was currently leading the board with 11 kills, 7 deaths, and of course 7 assists. Well, look at this man. He has better assists, man, compared to any other in the server.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things, right? That it is the top fragger for True Rippers Esports, who has unfortunately disconnected. So again, they still have I believe a few more minutes before, unfortunately they'd have to start as per the rules. So yeah, right now it's all looking good, more or less about Team Simple as well. This is where it's their real test of time. Yesterday we saw Team Simple play against Team Gravity, and it was just a whitewash. Team Simple, they won 13-0. Nothing much happened back then. But right now, the fact that they're getting good competition and the fact that they really have to fight for this win, I mean, look at the scoreboard already. 6-6. They really have to fight for this win. So for that reason, this is their true strength test. Like I mentioned, they have to show to everyone the possibilities of which they can push their limits, and the possibilities with which they'd be looking to secure wins. And I think it's only going to increase further and further as we head into the round of 16s and in this qualifier as well. Right now it's a 6-6, and who knows what may happen in the next one as well. If Team Simple make it to the round of 16s, what exactly will take place back then. So each and every team, they've got to be sure, and they've got to make sure that they stay on point. They need to be I don't know, they need to be essentially I don't know what's the word, on point. I mean, of course, every single game you play, you have to be on point, but there is going to be surely be increasing level of difficulties, as we just witnessed yesterday when Lethal Esports Alpha, they played against Dang Samaj Party. It was an easy 13-3 victory for them. But today, unfortunately, to the side of Lethal Esports Alpha against against D2D Esports, they had to taste defeat. The same goes for FUFOO Esports as well. Back in qualifier number 2, they were really looking strong. They had a lot of potential. They finished 4th, but right now, unfortunately, yeah, things didn't pan out, and unfortunately their journey ends here as well. But again, both Lethal Esports Alpha and FUFOO Esports, both of them will have another chance, another shot at redemption in qualifier number 4, as it looks like One Tap God has finally reconnected. So once and for all, yet again, after a small technical break, we'll be resuming this match. We'll be resuming the pistol round for both of these teams to see and to decide who is going to be winning this game after all.
That's a good question, but I kind of feel like TRUERIPPERS Esports might have the advantage, and also after such a long break, I think the momentum might also not go into the favor of them. Oh well, looks like things are getting interesting from my side though. Once the match gets resumed, things will be back in the action.
Yep, and the side of Team Simple as well. I'm not entirely sure. Again, yeah, they're just ready. It's just TRUERIPPERS. I'm not sure. What has happened. I just saw One Tap God for a split second, but it looks like he is reconnected as well. We are going to be starting anytime soon. And again, in terms of final thoughts for this pistol round, oh, we are reconnecting. One Tap God has reconnected. He is back. He's moving. So at any point, the counter should be going down from 40 seconds all the way to 39, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, both the teams, they had a bit of break. I'm sure Team Simple and TRUERIPPERS, they'll be thinking to themselves, and they would have been discussing strategies alongside the rituals that Team Simple were doing. But they would have, surely their IGLs as well, they would have discussed themselves on what to do moving forward and what to do in this pistol round as well. How exactly exactly to secure the win, because that is the biggest factor right now. Like I said, I'll say time and time again, the pistol round is arguably going to be the most important one. The team that wins the pistol round, most likely they'll win the follow-up round as well, and for that reason they'll have a considerable lead against their opponents. So with all of that being said and done, 10 seconds remain in this in this pistol round. We'll be starting anytime soon. The defenders have taken their location and the attackers have taken their positions as well. Here we go. Round number 13, there goes the recon bolt from ASDF, the shock dart. I mean, everything is on board. You have the pistols as well. The attackers, Team Simple, just slowly taking their time moving forward.
Concealment!
With KPKP, just the classic, not a ghost. Okay, I'm not surprised. Controllers, they usually prefer to hand over classics and they choose abilities over anything, and it's going to be one tap god who receives a one time straight on his face through ASTF's hands, and that's a quick rush over towards the A-bomb side. And there is Paradox, who might not be that welcoming right now. Nobody actually knows for a fact the Paradox is sitting there, but to my surprise, KPKP is going to take him down. That puts us down in a 3v5 situation with all in the hands of Masters trying to get a pick, and I guess LRRR is going to pretty much end things for them. It's a 5-2 situation, and Relic managed to get one. Or maybe the hope is still alive for them as Crosshair gets one more kill, and I guess there's one player over towards the A-bomb side, and I guess it's going to be the Astra who gets taken down. Nobody has any clue if there's one player sitting under heaven. Everybody is just busy for the player over towards the A-shot, and I guess this retake is finally happening. It's a 1v2 situation right now with Rabbit going down, and they're going down. A 2-people retake going to the favor of TRUERIPPERS Esports. I mean, what? TRUERIPPERS, they are actually the TRUERIPPERS who ripped apart Team Simple entirely and shattered their dreams in the second half pistol round. I mean, CCV, where are you? Are you okay after watching that round?
Yeah, I have no clue what just happened right there. TRUERIPPERS, my god. Yeah, Team Simple, a big loss for their side, and unfortunately a loss with which they may not be able to cope through. Already, we can see that Team Simple, well, they're using all of their credits to go for this sector half and half armor buy. They're going for a force buy. They're taking this big gamble right now to try and help secure this round, because like I said, if you lose the pistol round, chances are you're going to lose the follow-up as well. Team Simple, they don't want that to happen. They want to win this follow-up. They want to make sure the score stays 7-7. Crosshair, his owl drone, still getting a bit of information as to Sova's location. As Paradox, oh there it is. He is ready with the judge. You love to see it, and I'd love to see a few judge kills as well. As looks like there's no attacker on A side, or at least on A long, as everyone is trying to push in from mid towards garden. Hela makes his way inside of market. Power loses the gunfight to one tap god. The third god goes through, and there's the kill, but in favor of Crosshair. Oh no, this may just have been the round winning moment. Crosshair takes another duel, this time finally loses it as the cyber cage goes out. A nice one-way angle. I didn't know that was possible. But yeah, after that angle, we still have 4 members of TRUERIPPERS alive. Only 3 on the side of Team Simple. Make that only 3 on the side of TRUERIPPERS as well. As it looks like this guy may just work after all. Not if Master has to say something about it. He downs and outs KPKP. TRUERIPPERS, 2 people on board. One tap god with 20 HP. But he can deal a lot of damage. The spike from Team Simple, it has been planted.
Cover going out.
Well, I guess it's a 2v2 situation, but the spike has already been planted down. Looks like it's going to be a little tough to get this round going to the favor of TRUERIPPERS, but I guess it's Jet, the lone survivor, is going to be trying to spray through the Sova and managed to get it done. It's a 20 HP versus the 81. With the judge, I think almost is impossible to be working it, and there you go. He actually managed to take him down. The defeat will be coming through. That means that's 8th round on board for TRUERIPPERS Esports, and Team Simple, you guys have done a very bad event with your economy right now. It's not only going to shatter your economy, it's also not going to let you get a buy for the next 2 rounds. And wow, that was a nice try for Team Simple as well. A 1v2 going in favor of TRUERIPPER, that was unexpected.
Okay, Team Simple, they took such a big gamble going for that force buy, but yeah, right now, thanks to Paradox and his judge, things are certainly looking in favor of True Rippers. 10 kills for him, 9 deaths, a positive KD. Meanwhile, Power currently going 8-12. Not the best, however, he can shape things up to be a better future for Team Simple, as right now, Team Simple already got off to a good start. That's the opening kill in favor of Power. We were just highlighting this man. Well, now his KD is 9-12. So, True Rippers, they need to make sure things go in their way as well. This is a semi-eco. If they won a force buy from Team Simple with Spectres in a half armor, they can surely win a semi-eco with only Sheriffs and no armor as well. So for that reason, Melody going to be peeking wide against Relic, playing the Cypher. And the attackers, they're taking things very slowly. But Melody wins another duel. Oh no, things are not looking good for True Rippers. They're most likely going to be losing this round. Power on very little HP, however, a 2% deficit for True Rippers. And they still have to hold off this push, that is just boiling away towards the B-bomb side. You have Master playing the Phoenix, just the same angle he was holding earlier. Against the Sheriffs, everyone is ready. No rotations just yet, only now
30 seconds
is the
left.
Nova going to rotate over. But the rotate is right now, and the execute is right now as well.
It looks like the execution is almost on the favor for Team Simple, but I guess the kill just locked down. It was just a waste, to be honest, because it was an eco round and putting that down has
10 seconds
has
left.
brought nothing. But yeah, no time for them. With absolutely 8 seconds left, they get the plant down. But I guess Crosshair on the other hand is getting for a double kill. He managed to get one, and with Andy's Fury, he could do a lot of damage. Crosshair comes in the way, he gets one. And he is down to 50 HP, might be getting the last kill as well. And there you go, that's a beautiful 1v1, getting into the favor of Crosshair. And that is TRUERIPPERS Esports walking away with 9th round on board. Looks like the lead is just in the hands of TRUERIPPERS right now.
Do not hunt the hunter.
My god, True Rippers, they are
Revealing area.
certainly looking like the better team. After being down 2 people in a 3v5 against Spectres and Sheriffs, they still managed to turn it around, all thanks to Crosshair and his insane 4K that helped them secure the round win. So right now we have the Operator on Paradox, we have the Bulldog, the Spectre, a very weird buy from True Rippers, not gonna lie. Again, a wide variety of guns, as Team Simple are going to be having the more standard buy, and they have a few credits in the bag as well for any future full buys if they want to. In the meanwhile, the Recon Bolt going to reveal the location of many of the attackers towards B-Long, and Master capitalizes on that with the kill with the Bulldog. Looking for more, you still have the Killjoy of the attacking side peeking towards B main, pushing in inside as well. Meanwhile, you have Paradox holding the guard against him. Power, KP, or he can certainly get a kill. Yes, he lands the headshot as well, mind you, as Power will be looking to he backs off at the final second. Master with the second of his round, and True Rippers looks like they are going to end up winning this full buy as well. Paradox, he's really wide out in the open with 30 HP. He needs to be careful, especially with such an expensive gun in his hand. But this may just be an expensive round for Team Simple if they don't end up winning it.
Well, I guess what's more interesting and more
enemy remaining.
good is the fact that Paradox is
down
a man
A.
with the Operator, and he managed to get this over down, and just one more kill. That's a 4-point difference for Team Simple, and they absolutely cannot do anything with their economy. And I guess Jet is trying to work back into the crosses of Paradox. Paradox
30
is
seconds
patient.
left.
He is gonna keep that Operator there for a longer time. He knows that at a point Jet will be walking in, and he walks in, but not at this time. His favor. Power gets one. Crosshair trades it off. 10th round on board for TRUERIPPERS, and nothing that I am surprised of right now.
Yeah, absolutely. True Rippers, they're certainly looking like the favorable team right now. True Rippers are looking like the better team, and yet again, the economy of Team Simple has to take a bit of tumble, purely because of the fact that Team Simple are losing so many of their gunfights. The previous round was an excellent example of that. Even if they win their early gunfights, towards the end, it's one of the hero plays from some of the members of True Rippers, whether it's the Operator on Paradox, or the Spectre, the Judge, the whatever in the hand. In the hands of Crosshair as well. Everything just seems to be going in favor of True Rippers, as right now Paradox pushing very wide. Oh my god, it was that walk, and he lands them a kill. That was interesting. And now he's right there on the backstab, holding the angle. The attackers they have no way but to push forward. ASDF gets one kill. The attackers cannot fall back. And now they're completely caught by the crossfire of the defenders. Masterpiece White loses this gunfight. It is now a 2v2. Paradox has the operator in hand. He can trade it out for a gun more suitable for close quarter combat. Yes, he chooses the Vandal. Alongside him, it's going to be Relic. The Spike is going to be planted in the corner. Paradox will be
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
As Relic is there, spray transfer on against 56, but the 56 wins. And this was the 7th round that Team Simple really wanted, and they've gotten a start really favoring True Rippers with Paradox on the flank with the operator. However, the execute was far more successful.
That was just an outstanding round from Team Simple, I would say. After losing 4 Reaper, they finally learned their way into the game. And I'm happy that they did so. And right now, I'm just concentrating on the fact that the economy for Simple is still not stabilized yet. Even if they lose even if they lose the guns, they might have a bad shot at this round. But I guess the recon is pretty much gonna reveal most of the players, and I guess Killjoy will be getting spotted out over there, and I guess he'll be dealing with a lot of damage, but that is not gonna matter. And too much of W is just not good for health, and that's what TRUERIPPERS Esports have realized. And Phoenix absolutely left 46 HP, might be going in for the heal with the Molly, and definitely will the hot hands will help him serve to the heart of him as he's trying to fall back over towards the B-bomb side. He's tagged down his 4 HP. He's gonna use a flash, peek over to his CT, receive more damage, and Power gets another one on towards one tap. Got positions getting rebuilt away. A 5v2 situation. Do you think the 5v2 is possible? I mean, we did see. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, okay, I know things are going right now. Paradox grabs himself a double, and so does Crosshair. Gets one. It's down to a 2v2 situation, and here comes his Fury, doing a lot of damage to each and every player over there. Just one kill coming in from Crosshair can do a lot of difference over there. And I guess with 30 HP, Paradox might not be doing much, but I guess he gets that kill through the wall. And what turnover of events right now. But if this round goes into the favor of TRUERIPPERS Esports, I'll be so mad right now. It actually does. Crosshair gets the last kill, and that's 11th round on board for TRUERIPPERS Esports. What am I just witnessing from TRUERIPPERS? A 2v4 and now a 2v5? Excuse me?
Yeah, man. Paradox and Crosshair putting in so many kills on board, and Team Simple, they must be livid with themselves and all of their supporters as well after such a stunning performance yesterday. The fact that they lost a full buy round in a manner like this, oh man. Whereas for all of the fans of TRUERIPPERS, they'll just be feeling like all the England fans right now, singing "It's Coming Home," because yeah, it's really looking good for TRUERIPPERS Esports. They've got 11 on board. This is a full eco, and they have the better guns. There goes the Hunter's Fury, going to damage Master just the tiniest bit as it gets Crosshair in the follow-up as well. And oh my god, the Hunter's Fury really doing a lot of work. But look at one tap god, and look at the Astra to his right. KP. Be careful with this. You have ASDF pushing as well. Paradox wins that duel, and he may just be able to catch the KP off guard as Paradox wins one more gunfight. But KP he secures the garden location. The spike is with TRUERIPPERS Esports towards CT. The Team Simple, they now have to retrieve the spike, which is now from Valorant. This is a Call of Duty mission. You need to retrieve it, but I don't think Paradox is going to let them. He's sitting comfortably with the Phantom, full armor. He'll be looking towards, and he almost was about to lose that gunfight. He has to be aware. On the flank, you have Relic as well. He needs to win the duel. Yes, he does. And now he's hunting for more. Paradox, his bullets don't stop. Before you know it, this full eco, this thrifty round has been turned into a 1v1. Power's location is known, and this is it. Either it's match point or it's the 8th round. The spike is going to be found.
That's a match point. I'm not giving an option for going in for the 8th round, and I guess Relic won't either give you the option. as we come down to the match point. Only one round given for Team Simple in the attacking side. Now you know what it feels like to be on the defending side. What it feels like to be True Ripper and ripping apart the opponent right now. And we also have a jet-to-jet player card ready. Paradox versus Power. Paradox is on the lead with 20 kills, 12 deaths. And Power with 12 kills, 17 deaths and 4 assists.
Well, right now, yeah, Paradox is certainly doing the heavy lifting alongside Crosshair for TRUERIPPERS Esports, as it looks like this may just be the round. But Team Simple, they can get more rounds on board. The shot dot goes around. Hella wins the gunfight against Paradox, as Crosshair as well is left completely off guard. Hella on his flank. There goes another shot dot, but perhaps that wasn't the correct choice. Perhaps the gun would have been more suitable, but side control has been taken. One tap God looking for more, loses the duel. The retakes are there from TRUERIPPERS, and that is exactly what is keeping them in the gunfight right now.
Spike
3v2,
planted.
No amount of utility on Relic whatsoever. A few blaze walls and the curve walls as well to the side of Phoenix and for Master. As yeah, the flank is present, but inside of Heaven, Master is going to just be peeking wide out. I don't think I've spotted anyone just yet. Now he sees the Jet as Relic can start pushing in from the behind as well. The Jet is really, oh no, that's Master who's really caught off guard, but KP wins the one gunfight. And oh no, Master, he gets all alone. He needs to win this duel. Nothing is going his favor right now. He gets hit headshot. Can he land the other one? No, he cannot. 8th round for Team Simple, but is it too little too late?
Nope, it was a little too late. And I guess Team Simple will be walking away with 8th round on board into the hands and TRUERIPPER. Well, their victory is getting delayed. And I mean, as long as they're strong and they want to take this into their hands, I'm pretty sure that it won't be a big matter for TRUERIPPERS Esports. They still have a long way to go. Even if Team Simple wants to make a comeback, it's going to take them a while to do that. So, and TRUERIPPERS Esports right now, they're looking in for a stronger mode right now. Paradox has activated his ultimate, and so does Master has his ultimate. But unfortunately, it's going to be a semi-buy. I would say force buy to be more precise. ASTF is already tagged down to very low HP, and with the drone coming in, he absolutely finds no one. Maybe finds one in the first lane, but yeah, with the ace going down and with the flash coming in, I think that's a kill.
Careful.
And Jet has also reached over towards the first lane.
Oh, there's the execute. Power wins that duel against Master. Power with the second. Okay, side control has been taken by Team Simple. TRUERIPPERS, they need to reply back. We have seen them get these clutches before. They need to do it once again. It's a thrifty round from them. Not a lot of good guns on board. Not a lot of HP on board as well, as it looks like, yeah. In this case, they will be accepting defeat. This round most likely.
Last player standing.
Power with the third as Paradox just pushes into his death. Team Simple right now, if they win this round, if they win round number 22, because this is a full buy. Look at the economy of TRUERIPPERS. They don't have anything else in the bank, but they don't need anything else. They just need one more round. Team Simple on the other hand, well, yeah, they have to go for the best guns. And it's quite interesting. Power has 4,900 credits, but he's still going for a judge buy. Okay. Interesting. Certainly.
Maybe he's just way too
but
confident
right
with it, to be honest.
Yeah. And there goes the recon roll. So Team Simple, they need to win this right now. They can damage the economy of Team Simple a lot. They can get double digits on board, as Power seems to be pushing in with the Sheriffs. Now has the judge in hand. The entry by proxy is also present. The Sova Owl drone is going to be getting a lot of information towards Garden before it's shut down by Paradox. Paradox's location is known. It looks like a preemptive A hit right now. Only one person towards Garden, as Paradox looks to peek wide, but he doesn't know he's against a judge. Oh no, this cannot go in his favor. Paradox goes wide. Power has been tagged and Power goes down. 4v5. Hella, his location is also known, as Cypher will be looking to win that duel, but no. Hella, insane shot from him. Relic is now down and outed. Team Simple, 4v4, not planted the spike just yet, as it is still rotating over from CT towards A main a lot of time, but Hella is utilizing the time nicely. He lands another shot, this time onto Paradox, looking for more. You have one tap god present as well. There go the hot hands. The spike is going to be planted. TRUERIPPERS Esports. Oh no, they are falling apart by Team Simple right now. There is nothing TRUERIPPERS can do to try and win the round. It's a 2v4. They can try to win the gunfight. LAN, he loses. Master gets one. Master is looking for more. There are already 2 attackers. One towards A main, one towards Gardens, and one under Heaven. And the 2 defenders, they need to try their best. Already there's the run back. Loses his life. Omen goes for the follow through. Omen gets the kill. Melody needs something in favor of him right now. But KP. Oh no, this is big. This is certainly big. Melody is the chaotic factor. KP gets one gunfight. And Melody from behind. This was amazing to witness as Team Simple get another round on board.
With that said and done, I guess Team Simple getting 10 rounds on board, and it might actually go for an overtime anytime soon right now. And TRUERIPPERS, they're looking good. They're still getting their victory delayed. All they need is just 1 round and they have to make it happen. I'm pretty sure they'll make it happen. It's not a tough job, to be honest. With that said and done, we'll be beginning with the last possible round in this half, and I guess Hell are getting already an aggressive peak. That was a beautiful flash, and Relic absolutely has nothing else to do. And I actually managed to get a beautiful 1 tap on towards power, but KP going in for an immediate trade. It's a 4v3 situation right now, and absolutely nothing that we might be looking in forward for Hell. Triplar, he has his ultimate, which he can use to get his healing back, and he has his hot hands, and so does Curveball. Who do you think will be winning this round? I mean, of course, looking at the man advantage, it should be Team Simple.
Yeah, and looking at the guns as well, TRUERIPPERS, they've bought Sheriffs and Frenzies and Ghosts and whatnot. It's a semi-eco from their side. They're hoping to win this 13-11. Meanwhile, Team Simple are sitting comfortably with, Vandals and all that. There goes the Curveball. And the Crossfire is being maintained nicely, and that Vandal can be retrieved by either one of the players. Melody needs to push in right now, otherwise things can get messy real quick. Now, you have the Phoenix off the board as well. He has lost his life. The Sova follows through. You have the Spectre with 1 tap God. He has been damaged. The Nano Swarms, the Hunter, everything favoring him. But there's 1 team kill. Master, everything on his shoulders right now. He peaks right up. He's looking for more. He is down. 25 HP on the trigger. A Vandal in hand, and she loses. Defenders win. And Team Simple lose the game. Master, 2 headshots, 2 kills. My God, was this an insane performance from him. At the darkest hour, he shined the brightest using his curveballs, and he secured the victory for TRUERIPPERS.
And I guess that was the worst possible time that Team Simple could have ever expected it. And unfortunately, they will be walking away with that loss. But TRUERIPPERS Esports, what a truly crazy game, I would say. And Team Simple, bow for them as well, because they put up such a good performance. Even after losing back-to-back rounds, they somehow managed to get that comeback possible. 10 rounds is just very good. 10 rounds was a good try from them. As TRUERIPPERS Esports will be walking away with win and proceeding to the round of 16. We are done with the first day of round of 32 successfully. We'll be looking for 2 more days of round of 32, and this first day of round of 32, I'm happy. We did get to see quite an action. From the first match, we had FUFOO Esports, and the last one, we had Team Simple. So I'm happy to finally see the teams competing it out and not a one-sided affair, although we did see 1 game. But yeah, putting that aside, it was a crazy day for us. Started off with Bind, we went to Haven, and we came down to the map of Ascent, which has been, I think, is similar from the past 2 to 3 days, I would say.
Just like yesterday.
Bind and Haven have been happening simultaneously. So with that said and done, I guess we are also ready to see the MVP screen. Who do you think it might be, Master or Paradox?
I think it's going to be Jet. Yeah, I think it's going to be Paradox.
Yeah, it's going to be Paradox. Oh, with 1 kill difference.
Yeah, 1 kill difference. The ACS as well, very, very close. Meanwhile, it was the average combat score of ASDF standing out as the Sova main. He had a lot of kills for himself. But Paradox, a good performance and an overall good performance from, well, all of these players. Team Simple, they were down a lot of rounds. Still, they managed to get double-digit rounds for in their favor. You had Melody, Hela, all with 13 kills. Hela, not the best day for him in altogether. If we compare his performance yesterday as the Jet, he had like 20 kills, 452 average combat score, and today he only had 13 kills. So yeah, unfortunately, not his best day, as unfortunately for Team Simple as well overall, not just Hela individually, but their team is out of the mix. Their team is out of qualifier number 3. They still have one final qualifier looking forward to them. They still have this final qualifier where they can get that spot for in the Mega LAN finals. But before that, that qualifier is really in the future. For now, let's take a look at the past. Let's take a look at all of the games that happened today, our final schedule and our final recap as well. Of course, we started off with FUFOO Esports versus Team VALOR. Unfortunate loss for FUFOO. We then moved on to a one-sided affair between D2D and Lethal Esports Alpha. D2D closed it out 13-4. And then, of course, this nice and valiant effort from Team Simple. But unfortunately, they were defeated by TRUERIPPERS, who now gain a spot against D2D Esports towards in the round of 16. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match, D2D versus TRUERIPPERS. I am really excited to see that take place in the round of 16s. But yeah, we still have a few more games of round of 32 to go before that.
Yes, we definitely have. The next 2 days are going to be the last 2 days for round of 32. Well, the first day really did go well, and I'm actually surprised. I didn't see the quick transition from round of 64 to round of 32. You have games just so getting close, 10-13, 9-13. They're losing to a close combat score, and I was like so stunned by the way how TRUERIPPERS actually presented themselves, especially Master, Relic, their unique kills. I kind of knew that TRUERIPPERS Esports will be walking away with the win because of their potential. They clutched a 2v5, a 2v4, and these things, these small things, they matter a lot. By end of the day, when it comes to the teamwork, it is going to stand with you till the end. And I guess that's what happened with TRUERIPPERS Esports. With the communications, with the team experience already been playing together for a while right now, they participated all the 3 qualifiers, and I'm pretty sure if they will be making it to the at least the finale right now. We have other strong teams as well. We have Samurai Esports, Force One, Enigma, and a lot teams who are literally very hungry to be getting that one slot for the Grand LAN finale. I mean, it's funny how it comes down to only one team, and all the other teams have to just go ahead, reset themselves, and try again in the next month. But I would say it requires a lot of patience, not giving up, and putting hard work 4 months back to back. And I guess that's it. We are done with the first day of round of 32. And I
Yep.
think we are good to be closing down. But before closing down, I want to give a huge shout out to Hell Energy Drink, that is our sponsors, which is actually keeping me up in the long hours of casting, and as well as for all the players. I mean, if you want to keep yourself energized, and if you want to work on your skills more, if you want to work with your team more, go ahead and grab yourself a can of Hell Energy Drink. That is going to make all the difference in the world. I mean, of course, if you're a caffeine lover, you know how Hell Energy Drink sounds and tastes like. And also a huge shout out to Joshua for bringing out a lot of content creation out there. And if you want to be a part of the content creation, you can also go ahead and download Josh app and make a difference for yourself. And this is LKFW. You can find me on Instagram and plug me if something I can learn, or if you want to appreciate this, you can go ahead and find me on Tanvi Jasmine FTW. And you can find Rudransh on the real CCV. And I guess that's it. Any closing thoughts, CCV?
No, I mean, yeah, the only closing thought I have is, if this was the first day of round of 32, boy, am I excited for the next 2 days, and of course for the round of 8s and round of
Yes.
16s as well. But yeah, apart from that, thank you everyone for watching. Tune in tomorrow at the same time, 5:50 p.m. and we'll bring you another set of 3 games in this round of 32 as these teams continue their journey, and so will we. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
ये है होश, ये है जोश, ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।